All right, cool. I need to add Justin. Make sure that he's ready. Justin. All right, now in the meantime, let me just fix my DS screen. Oh god, the whole thing's just broken now. Well, that just sucks. Yeah, Kyle, what video quality do you do on your streams?
Oh God, I don't even know, dude. I just play the games.
Yeah, because like I think OBS defaults it to like the highest possible quality, which really sucks for like streaming. Because I thought it's like the bit rate would help with that, but apparently the bitrate does not do like the whole video quality. That's straight up just the video quality, and it changes all the previews you have on your stream. So you have to rearrange everything, which sucks. Because now I have to do that. But is everyone ready for Halloween?
What
Gotta watch more
Halloween?
movies.
Halloween's gonna be
Halloween's been kind of fucked up this year.
for you or for everyone else?
Uh,
COVID-19.
COVID-19's kind of fucked up Halloween.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying
I
like
mean,
for
I
you.
live in Japan, so nothing really happens. I just kind of sit at home watching more spook movies. So I don't really care, dude.
So I don't really know what I'm doing for Halloween.
Watching spook movies.
I don't even have any. I don't. Usually, what I do, which I can't do it this year. I do it last year, but I can't do it this year because those are in storage. I dress up and I watch spooky movies.
So all your dress up toys are
All my cosplaying stuff is in storage. Yes, I just revealed a little bit about me.
I mean, that's fine. People like to
We
dress
don't
up.
judge.
People like to dress up too while they watch stuff too. It's like when you go to a movie theater, uh, and watch like a movie you like Star Wars, and dress up like a Jedi or something.
Oh, that I will not take it that far.
I've seen some people do that.
That is going just a little too far, in my opinion.
Like what? Dressing up to a movie theater?
Go dressing up as a Jedi and going and watching Star Wars. That's going to just to a movie theater and watching Star Wars. That's going just a little too far with the Star Wars.
I mean, are you saying that for Star Wars specifically or movies in general?
If you like that's I just don't know. That's just an I don't know. But
So,
yes, I do have some cosplaying costumes and they're in storage, so I can't really dress up in any of them for Halloween this year.
which sucks.
I had to sell one of my costumes.
Because
There was no way in hell it was gonna fit in storage.
so you're forced to
Giant.
just get rid of it.
I was forced to sell it, and also we weren't. My sister refused to allow it in her house. The reason being, giant mutant bat.
No, at least did you make some money off of it?
Yeah,
I
and a
mean,
nice
that's
five
good.
hundred bucks off. Made $500 off it when I only spent $30 on it.
I mean, that's better than nothing, honestly.
Spent $30 because a friend had the costume, and they only wanted $30 for it, and I then sold it and got $500 for it. That money went
was it
towards.
something that you're okay with getting rid of, or was it like something like
I was okay. I was okay with getting rid of it because when I put, there was only certain points that I was able to wear at that time. Because when you wear that thing, holy crap, you sweat like crazy in there.
Reminds me of marching band uniforms. I don't know if I'll ask Kyle when he gets back, but man,
there's barely any ventilation in there. So you better pray you do not. So you remember, don't eat anything that gives you gas. Because yeah, it will go up and into the mask.
So you didn't. So you weren't really like really regretting getting rid of it. You were just more of like, inconvenient, but I'm fine with getting rid of this kind of thing.
Yes, just I was fine with getting rid of it. It was like an inconvenience. Like, oh, it was one of my scary costumes that if I was to like go into a haunted house kind of thing, I would perfectly wear it and like have fun scaring the shit out of people. Because I was going to take it to I don't know, so see if somebody could like put something inside that mask thing, like a cooling system somewhat inside there to help cool me off in there.
That will require some chemicals, and that could cause some health problems potentially, just a little bit.
I was talking about like these little fan things to like tape them up in there, these battery fans, or add some more air holes at least. Like find a way to cool me off more in there. It's like holy, yeah. Other than that, like I said, that money went to groceries that we needed at my sister's desperately.
I mean, groceries is nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just need to make sure all the DS stuff is right. As I said, like I'm just making sure stuff is just right because I'm trying to.
So I found out that trail mix also can come in spicy forms.
Trail mix can, yeah.
I found out the hard way.
Did you seriously not look at the box?
It was not in the box. This is in a sealable bag. I did not pay attention to the bag. All I see on here is called Tex-Mex Trail Mix. Great value. I did not see the part on here that says seasoned with bold southern. God dang it! Seasoned with bold southwestern style spices. I did not read that part. All I saw on the bag was the Tex-Mex trail mix. So I'm like going, okay, this is going to taste pretty good. It's just trail mix. Okay, whatever. Open it up. Started eating. Okay, no problem.
Oh, I got rocks.
Next thing you know, my mouth is completely on fire and then some. It's like, holy crap, what the hell?
I mean, usually it does say something where it's like it's super spicy or not.
I was like, I felt like I was Ash who just when Ash ate a freaking tomato berry. That's what I felt like.
Honestly, I'm surprised that you actually remember that episode.
Dude, that episode has stuck in my mind forever because that was freaking hilarious.
Please.
He ate the tomato berry, and then look what happened to his freaking leg.
Same thing with James.
Yes.
Not James that we know. James from Pokemon.
This this is what you get when you eat something that you don't realize is spicy as heck. And he was they were trying to warn him, but he went for it anyway.
And the thing is that you really want to eat the habanero cheese I mentioned before.
I do. I want to try it.
You're gonna die from it. I swear. You're gonna just like once you actually find one, you're gonna instantly regret it.
Hey, when something's new and with something spicy, okay, if it's something spicy and I've never tried it, I want to try it. Now, there are certain points of spiciness that I will not try.
Which is good. There's certain points where
Ghost peppers, I will not ever try. No, thank you. I've seen enough to know how bad ghost peppers are.
Well, no, Will, here's the thing. Do not try it raw, okay? But ghost peppers are the hottest peppers I've looked into that don't cause any potential medical problems. But what I'm saying is, I think it's fine to still have ghost peppers, only as long as they're used for flavoring and not like the main ingredient.
Oh, my daughter's uncle, not my brother, her mother's brother, was using ghost peppers in his chili.
Yeah.
And of course, my daughter took a piece of ghost pepper off the counter, thinking it was just a bell pepper. And she ate the piece and regretted it because there was a seed and a bit of a stem on it. Yeah, as soon as she bit that seed, you could just see the look of pure horror on her face.
I'm still one of these days, I will eat a ghost pepper raw. One of these days.
I've eaten the habanero pepper whole. A raw habanero pepper whole.
Oh yeah, same here.
It blistered my tongue.
Actually, Kyle, whenever he gets back, actually is one of the people who actually watched me put a habanero pepper in my mouth. In order for me to even be okay afterwards, I needed to basically needed to drink 4 cups of milk.
It blistered my tongue. But here's the thing. I was stupid.
You were stupid? And what? Alright. The problem is with the game audio, I did lower things down because I did lower my volume down. So, yeah, I need to change certain things. So, thanks for letting me know, Justin. I'll give it around there. That's good enough. Let me know if this is good. They will. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm gonna increase your guys' volume just a tad bit because I did lower my volume a little bit.
Yeah. As I was saying, I didn't drink milk or anything to remove the spiciness or the heat from my mouth. I drank a Rockstar energy drink. I regretted that because
you drank from a Rockstar drink.
Yeah, I popped the blister on my tongue, and the Rockstar energy drink got inside that blister. So the carbonation and everything really made everything hurt so bad, and the acidity. Oh, that's another thing. You'll love this. Have fun also during this one. I should mention this. On the Dynamax Adventures.
Yeah.
If the legendaries have 2 typings, you'll only see one of the typings.
2 typings, you said, right?
Yep, it has 2 types. Say it's a fire and flying type.
Mm-hmm.
Like Moltres.
Yep.
You'll only see 1 type. You'll see flying type. So you won't know what it is. Let's say you don't beat Moltres. It'll allow you to mark down that you've seen Moltres, and you can go back and try to catch Moltres. You can go back and keep trying to go for Moltres over and over till you catch it.
Oh, I'm running out of Pokeballs. I need to go buy some.
But as you keep going back in there, it'll keep changing the type back and forth from flying to fire and from fire to flying. It'll keep going back and forth.
So it doesn't have a set second type per se.
It'll still be fire and flying. It'll just say like, oh, it's just like that. That's what it is. So it's like it'll make it seem like it's but in the beginning it'll confuse you. So you won't know exactly what one it is.
Okay.
Just so you gotta be careful on. Yeah, so that's where it's like trying to make you think who you want to have with you at the end.
Okay.
Just to give you a fair heads up on that.
And the heads up, I think.
Yeah, because I was looking through some stuff a little bit ago today, and there's some people who are messing with people on there, saying that, oh no, there's no dual typing legendaries at all in there. It's all the single type legendary. But no, there are dual types. It just likes to mess with you. It's the way of Game Freak's way of having fun.
Alright. Hey, Will.
Yes.
What would you like to name this Pokemon Timber?
Timber?
Yeah. Do you know the Timber Pokemon looking like?
I know Timber. He's the one that's holding a log thing, and then he evolves into Girder, who's actually holding a girder.
And then is it Crunkledor?
It's Conkeldurr.
Yeah.
And Conkeldurr's got these weird little freaking giant ass.
So what would you like to name a Timber?
I have no idea.
Give me a name, man.
Crush. How about that?
Crush it is. Crush it away. Now, Will, don't die.
I'm not gonna die. Yeah. Like I said, I have 8 waifus now in Genshin Impact.
How many waifus does James have?
Just the gacha system was nice enough to give me my 8th waifu.
James? Oh, he's AFK right now. So wait,
yeah.
So how many? Do you know how many waifus are in the game from the game itself, or do you have to look it up?
I don't know exactly from the game itself. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of waifus.
Okay, so the game doesn't tell you like, oh, you have 8 out of 100 or something like that.
Yeah, it doesn't say like how many you have out of this many, because I'm pretty sure there's so many characters you can unlock. There's even characters you can unlock through, I guess, through like these quote-unquote story quests. There's like story quests, and then there's the main story quest. Mm-hmm. There's the main quest, of course, that you run through, and then there's the regular story quest, like character quest.
Okay.
Right now, for my character questing, I have to unlock them with keys and getting my Yeah, adventure rank to the right level.
What the heck is round?
Round?
Yeah, the move round.
It's like Hyper Voice and Echo, whatever the hell that thing is. It's not a move I like per se.
Well, this Tim Pole has that move.
Yeah, there's a lot of moves I really don't like. That's just me.
Oh no, there's a lot of moves I don't like either. Like, I don't use a lot of status moves really.
There are some status moves I will use.
I mean, I know the
very
greatness
rare.
of status moves. I just don't personally use it.
Yeah, very rarely will I let a Pokemon of mine know a status move.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just noticed my battery is low, but I better plug it in before it goes. Oh, James, you're back. James?
Hmm?
Oh, there you are.
Now he can answer the question.
Yeah. First off, though, James, would you like to name this Pokemon?
What in the hell is it?
It's called a Timpole.
Timpole is a tadpole that turns into a frog.
Yep.
Hmm.
A water
Turns into
ground type.
Palpitoad. It turns into Palpitoad. That turns into Cypress.
Palpitoad?
Right now,
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it like unlimited power?
It gets a Squidward nose in a way. Just by the look.
I take offense to that.
It will look like it gets a Squidward
Rude.
nose. That's how it looks.
Oh man, I hear Kyle.
I am here.
Hi here.
You should name it Senate.
Okay.
Name it Senate Y.
Unlimited power.
But
You
now
don't
it's a
have
wa-
quite the space to name it
Yeah.
Mitch McConnell.
I mean, right now it's a water type. As soon as it evolves, it gains the ground type.
And then it starts to look ugly in pixel form.
Yeah, and then oh my god, as soon as it evolves into Seismitoad, that's when it gets all those warts all over its body.
Oh yeah, so James, I was trying to ask you earlier, because Will has currently 8 waifus right now. How many waifus do you have?
Oh, don't spoil too much what that game is in case Grace is watching, because apparently she might want to play it on her stream.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm just like,
I'm not.
yeah, so just for waifu collection's sake, how many waifus does James have?
I have like 7.
You're one behind me. The gotcha system was nice enough to give me one.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, Will. I think James, you are lower. No, I'm not gonna say James, and you don't. Well, don't say your levels because for Grace wants to try to be.
I'm not.
Yeah, but I think James is currently lower level than you, so that just means that James has a little better
Yeah.
luck at the gotcha system than you.
Fair enough. Yeah, the gotcha system actually finally added 2 things onto it instead of having the one, so I was actually able to use my other crystals to use my wishes. And that's the one. I used the first one, got a blue wish, used the second one, blue wish, like, okay, the third one's gonna give me a blue one. Nope, third one got me a purple, and that one was my 8th waifu.
I muted. Talk away. She muted it. It's on. The thing is, though, it's like we're done talking about.
Yeah,
Well, she
That-
probably
that-
can't hear
that-
you
that-
saying that, Nick.
that's the last I'm gonna say of that. I don't want to say
Subject has to
who
change.
I actually don't want to say who
Playing
the
Pokemon
the
now.
waifu's name is.
Yeah, don't say anything.
And I don't want
Playing
to say
Pokemon. Talk
what
about
her
Pokemon.
el- a minute. But onto Pokemon again. I've finished my Crowned Tundra Pokedex. There's 210 in that dex.
So wait, there's 210 Pokemon in Crown Tundra?
Yeah, there's some of them that's already like in the main story dex.
Yeah.
that are in that dex. So it's like, okay, so there's not that many that you have to go and catch, but there's a lot of others that you get to go and catch that aren't technically in that dex. But that dex, there's 210.
Okay. Oh yeah. Also, Kyle, since you weren't here earlier, Will was mentioning how one of his costumes was like, when he wore it, was like extremely hot inside, and that just reminded me of the marching band uniforms, if you know what I mean.
Well, I didn't really do like marching stuff in my high school, because remember how shitty my high school is? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't have a bouge high school with bouge uniforms like yours. The only marching we did was during football games, and at that point it was warm enough that we just wore our band t-shirts and like jeans or something. So, no, we did not have a problem with hot outfits. Well, except if we're talking about heat, playing concerts in like tuxedos and stuff, you know, with spotlights shining on you, that gets pretty hot.
Oh yeah, that's true. Those things get really hot during
the spotlights on you. You can't see anything except for the music stand when you look down, and you're like all sweaty.
Mm-hmm. I remember those like being really like so bright that it goes into your eyes. And you can't stop like seeing them like outside your view. Like they're just there.
You can't see anything that's happening in the crowd because the lights are so bright.
Yep.
I was in band class in high school, but I didn't have to do marching band. I got out of that class second semester. Damn teacher broke my instrument.
Rude.
Freaking
I mean,
liar
marching
thing.
band wasn't like it wasn't a separate class from like anything. Like basically, if you're in concert band at my school, you're part of literally every band-related activity except for jazz band. Like
that's exactly the same way with mine.
you play concert band things, and then we did like the pep stuff and marching for like football and basketball games.
The wire thing that can connect to your instrument.
Yeah, the lyre.
He put that onto my instrument, but when he did that, he shoved it on there and it ripped some of the pads on some of the keys on my instrument.
What instrument did you play?
Clarinet.
That makes sense now. Because it sounded like you were playing like a saxophone or something.
Yeah, I was gonna guess sax.
I went from clarinet to bass clarinet, but he didn't have a bass clarinet, and he wanted me to go buy a bass clarinet when they actually did have one.
Bass
But
clarinet
then he wanted me to
are expensive.
he wanted me to go buy one. And when I refused to go buy one, that's when he said, "Oh well, we have one," but he wanted me then to pay him for me to use it. And the amount he wanted me to pay him to use it was he wanted me to pay him $800 for me to use it.
Just for a year.
Oh no!
I remember
not
there
just
was
for a year, for all 4 years.
There was a pretty funny thing about bass clarinet at my high school, right? Like, we would make jokes about GP and how they don't understand like band or like instruments, you know?
Yeah.
And I think the joke came from there was one time we were in a music appreciation class, like, where was it for? But you know, music appreciation is just like the total like flunky elective, you know? Like the people who take that class are not great at school. And so like I think our band teacher brought us into the music appreciation classroom just to like hold our instruments and have them like guess what they were or see like if they knew what all of them were or whatever. And I think one of them guessed that a bass clarinet was a saxophone of some kind or something. And we're making a joke where we whispered to a bass clarinet player, we're like, "Hey Justice, it's called the black saxophone." And we just like for the rest of that school year called the bass clarinet the black saxophone. And our bass clarinet player, who was Caucasian, he was like, "Yeah, that's right, I'm the best black saxophone player ever."
Oh god.
Pretty great.
Yeah, no, and it wasn't just $800 for all 4 years. He wanted us to pay him $800 a month.
$800 a month for all 4 years?
For all 4 years.
That is an absolute
so
ripoff.
And it was going like, oh fuck no. So I kind of just stuck with my clarinet, and at that end of the semester, gave the middle finger, said, "Fuck you, I'm out." Went over to gym class instead. Well, that teacher got fired the next year because he was having inappropriate relations with
Hey,
three
I just
female
got
students.
another wife.
Yeah, 3 female
It's interesting
students, and
timing
all
to say
3
that,
female,
but,
yeah, all three female students did not know that he was having relationships with each other.
What?
I now
Yeah.
have.
I mean, he knew each one knew that he was having a relationship with each one, but he didn't know that this one didn't know he was having a relationship with the other. So they didn't know that they were being cheated on.
Well,
And his wife didn't know that she was being cheated on either.
yeah, I think that being cheated on by definition, then the partner wouldn't know they're being cheated on.
well, it's
Yeah.
also
Until
that
it's revealed
and-
they're being cheated
well,
on.
if I had a James What soundboard, I would be playing it right now.
That was pretty funny, and it was like, okay, yeah, that was a fun thing to explain to the doctors of why there was a flute sticking up his ass.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's exactly what his wife did.
I don't have the game audio playing, so I'm just hearing like just that awkward silence was really something.
I found all this out
There we go.
because I moved at the end of that year. I didn't find out all of what happened after I went to the gym class and find out that what happened that next year. I didn't find out until I had moved back 3 years later. And I'm sure going like, what the heck? I move away and I miss all the excitement? What the fuck?
Interesting story time with Will. Also, congratulations on your waifu, James.
Yay.
Also, that just means that he's better at luck than you are, Will.
What? Oh, I
the-
just
the-
got. I completed a challenge.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Alright, we're done talking about the game. Anyway, just going back on some old either stories or Pokemon.
The gym class I went into though was called Walking Fitness.
Walking?
We got to, yeah, it was called Walking Fitness. We didn't run the mile. We got to walk the mile.
So,
Yeah, I think walking fitness was a PE unit in my middle school as well. For just like
We
the
did-
kids
yeah.
who could not do
And
anything
this was
athletic at all.
bad. Our PE teacher, our gym teacher, she was pregnant, and if she lapped you, you were not, you failed. You failed for that day.
excuse me, what? She did this for an entire year?
She did that while she was until
Well,
she couldn't.
you don't be
well, she was
pregnant for an entire year, but
No, she was pregnant, and she did this while she could. Then there was a point where she could not do this no more, and then of course she was on the leave
Maternity
and
leave,
left the
yeah.
instructions. Yeah, then she left the instructions for the sub, and the sub. Oh my goodness, that sub was a freaking idiot.
What happened?
The sub walked the mile in the opposite direction and tried to fail all of us by saying we were not walking in the right direction and saying she was lapping us all.
What? What?
Luckily, that other gym teacher saw all this and made a note.
yeah, I'm thinking back and I feel like an overwhelming majority of the PE teachers I had in both middle school and high school were like very overweight.
Oh yeah, same with one of my PE teachers.
I only had one overweight teacher, and it wasn't a PE teacher. It was a home ec teacher. And yes, that was a male home ec teacher.
I never had home ec.
I had no choice. It was
It's
the
kind of an
only
outdated
class.
subject, so it's not really taught everywhere.
I had
Taught
no
in
choice.
Japan,
This was
but
it was the only
Japan
class
is
left.
outdated, so.
It was the only class left that was not full.
Okay.
I wanted to take a different class. I can't remember what class I wanted to take. I think it was something to do with computers, I think. And that class was full, and this was the only class that left that was not full, so I had no choice but to take it.
Oops.
Of course, at that school, we had a game called we had a club called Gamers Club, so we could go and play video games in that club at the end. Mike was a part of that club. It was fun. Just bring your freaking handheld game systems or whatever you wanted to freaking school, and leave it wherever you thought that it was safe. And then when it was time for Gamers Club, bring them on in, and then you just start playing.
I do enjoy that Red Health, like the urgent music that plays in Gen 5.
Yeah, but the only problem is that it kind of ruins some of the good other music that could be like interrupts it. Like when you get to the final Pokemon in the Pokemon Gym, that actually is a really bopping song.
A really bopping song. Nick, I think the term that the kids use nowadays is that the song slaps. You might need to like update your slang a bit.
Oh, come on, Kyle.
The slang is always going to be updating. Every gen has their own version of slang.
Now, Kyle, you should not be slapping your music.
I'm not saying I slap my music. I'm saying a lot of the Zoomers are doing that these days.
This is a banger.
Oh, yeah, kids say this is a banger. That's also true.
Dear God.
At some point, Will's niece or like daughter is gonna say some of that stuff, and he's gonna be concerned.
I already want to freaking lock my daughter in a bloody freaking closet.
So she doesn't learn about the atrocities of the world.
No, and her mother wants to lock her in a closet. Me and her mother want to lock her in her closet and rip our hairs out. All because of what she wants to do.
What?
Okay.
Okay, her mother is, she's pregnant and she's got the morning sickness. So and she's not feeling very good. I got my medical problems going on. My daughter knows about both of these things going on, and my daughter wants to put me and her mom both in the same room together, lock us in there, and take care of both of us.
Alright.
Her mother and I would literally tear each other apart. We would kill each other.
Okay.
Wait,
Children don't understand
she's saying she
everything,
wants to
so-
lock you both up so she can take care of both of you?
Take care of both of us. We want to sit there and go, no! We're both telling her, no, we don't want to do that. We would kill each other at this point right now. Because her mother is so freaking hormonal right now. I know how she gets when she's pregnant. I've dealt with it. No, thank you. And how I am, yeah. We would kill each other.
That's why
I would go.
That's why you put each other in a bubble. In the bubble, you ball each other off, quarantine each other.
Bubbles won't help. We would still kill each other. It won't matter what you do. We would still find a way to kill each other.
VR.
That's the bad thing. We would still find a way to kill each other. It don't matter what you do. And we've tried to explain this to our daughters, like, you have to let it. One, her mother get through this pregnancy, and then let her body settle down and chill, and let all the hormones and everything calm down.
Then
and then
she
let
will-
me
then you will kill
it's like, and then let me figure out everything that's with me, and let me get somewhat of a control under it, and then we can go from there.
And then she will lock you up too in the closet.
Like, and then you can try to take care of us. Till then, please don't put us in the same room right now. It's like we love and appreciate the thought with this, and we love you dearly, but you just don't. You're trying to kill us. You're trying to put us into an early grave.
I mean, then
What
that
the
way she
hell?
get all you guys' fortune.
Okay, so random
What fortune?
thing. So I was playing Genshin, and it's like, oh, here's a quest. This
hold on,
person's having troubles.
Hold on. Is there anything spoiler-wise? Because Grace doesn't want to hear anything about it.
Oh no, it was it's just a random,
Oh
just a
yeah,
random thing. And,
you'll find those all around. There's random things you'll find around.
Yeah, because like Grace doesn't like absolutely doesn't want to hear anything about Genshin, even if it's like something very minor.
Yeah, it's not a plot point. It's just a
no,
it was a
it's
random.
not just a plot point, like anything about it per se.
I don't know if I should type it in chat or at all.
Put a spoiler tag in it. Like, you know how to do a spoiler tag?
I do not know how to do the spoiler tag.
So-
How do I do that?
Hold on here. You type this. So you know those two? That symbol?
Let's see, can I do that?
You should be able to. It's just it's one of those things where you would need to type 2 of those at the front and 2 of those at the end of a sentence, and then you will spoiler tag it.
Is that just 2 L's?
No,
Two
not
lowercase L's?
no. It's not 2 L's. It is a vertical line.
Oh, I see what it is. Okay,
Yeah.
so just do that there. Okay.
Yep. The heck is mud sport? Why do I need mud sport? I mean, I guess to notify that.
Does there have to be a space between that and what I'm typing?
No, not necessarily. You just have to put whatever you want in between.
I'm just gonna do that.
Please talk about whatever. Oh, can we talk about whatever? Like, talk about Grace specifically?
Oh, is that what we have to do now?
Yeah. He's like computer buffering too much to catch anything.
Yeah, actually, I until just a moment ago, I had forgotten about that one Spook game I wanted to stream this month on my channel, so I guess I'll have to like think about when I could do that. I suppose I could do it on Halloween itself in my time zone.
That's true.
I have to coordinate what time of day to do it, because you stream and Grace streams.
I mean, based on how tired she's been getting, she might forgo. I don't know.
Not necessarily, but I don't want to interfere with the schedules of
There.
people who actually stream more regularly than I do.
There you go.
Okay, I see.
I
it.
will be able to stream Night in the Woods on Culture Day, I guess, though.
When is Culture Day for you?
That would be November. It's November 3rd. It's the same day as U.S. Election Day this year.
Oh.
November 3rd.
And yeah,
Yep.
I found a Japanese YouTuber has been doing a playthrough of Night in the Woods. It's kind of interesting to like hear him react to things in the game.
I go see my
Somebody's like
neurologist.
playing it for the first time, being like, "Oh, these characters are cute, but the things they talk about are so real."
I go see my neurologist on November 3rd.
Oh, have fun with traffic. Like, actually have fun with traffic. Because there are going to be a lot of people driving around on that day.
Early in the frickin' morning, and I mean early in the frickin' morning. And it's to also go over the results of the EEG test. And to hopefully to inform him that the one med that I need to take that's for blood pressure is my blood record. That hey, this is a med that I have no choice but to take. It needs to be filled. I need to pressure him into filling it. Because he's been refusing to fill it because it deals with blood pressure. I have not. I got a cardiologist. I just like. I don't have a cardiologist. I have a primary care provider. I just haven't been really established with that one.
Okay.
And if my neurologist still refuses to fill it, I'm gonna have to go around him. And I really don't want to have to do that.
Timpulse is literally the worst Pokemon I am fighting on this route. Because none of my current Pokemon I have, are good enough to beat it up.
Hey Nick, you know what else you might find on this route?
What?
Your boy Andrew.
Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy Ian. Back at it again with another
Let's give you the intro.
Wait,
Bang
So wait.
Energy Cotton Candy flavor.
What? wait, is this like Baja
Is
Blast?
Andrew is sponsored by during this stream
wait,
intro?
Mew's a mythical Pokemon, isn't he?
This appearance of Andrew is brought to you by.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was able
to brought to you by
I was able to transfer my Mew
Checks notes.
from Pokemon Home into
Raid and Shadow Legends.
Shield.
Raid? Oh god, no! No, I don't want to be sponsored by that right now.
What is that?
Raid Shadow Legend is infamous for...
It's a mobile game company, and they give money to freaking everybody.
They
So,
basically...
like,
They'll sponsor
Like,
Oh,
anything.
it's like one of those obnoxious things like Clash of Clans or like Audible.com that like sponsors everyone.
Yeah, they basically keep they were so ridiculous that they
Dollar
sponsored...
Shave Club.
Yeah, they basically sponsored every single big YouTuber, and everyone got so
no.
annoyed by them. So it's just like, god dang, Raid, like
You
you
become
are...
one of them.
But hey, you know what? Everyone's saying their name. Money works.
Mythical Pokemon aren't in the game, then how was I able to put my
No, I never said
Mew
mythical
into
Pokemon
Shield?
aren't in the game, Will. I'm saying that some mythical Pokemon are not exactly in the game.
Oh no, Michael was telling me about it earlier that, Darkrai and Shaman aren't in the game.
Yeah, Darkrai and Shaman are not in
Darkrai
the
is an
game.
event-only Pokemon from a different generation.
Well, no, but
Um,
Mew is an event-only Pokemon as well. It's just what it
Yeah, I
is.
was able to put Mew into my Shield.
Well, Mew can already be in base game Shield because of the Pokeball. You know the Pokemon Let's Go Pokeball thing? That had Mew.
That's how I put my Mew from that into.
Yeah, you can put Mew into it. It's one of the few Pokemon that you can put in mythical wise in the game. Other than that, I don't think you could put in mythical wise. You can put in Mewtwo. You can put in Mew.
I'm gonna have to
You
look
can't
at
put
see what
in-
all's been put in.
You can't put in, I think, Arceus, Jirachi, Celebi.
I'm just gonna have to.
No, you can put
I
the
do have
Celebi.
I have a Celebi in there. I will mention I do have a Celebi. It's a shiny Celebi. Michael got me that Celebi.
Yeah, I know he did. Yeah, because of that. Yeah, Celebi you can't do Jirachi, I believe. Arceus you can't do. Darkrai,
Here,
Shaman.
I'm gonna look again and see what ones were put in.
No,
Where's
that's
that? Yeah, give me a second here.
Oh yeah, I need to
This one.
catch a new Pokemon so that Andrew can give me a nickname for it. There it goes.
It's like a Caterpie or something.
Catch like a Caterpie. It's like, Andrew, what's a Caterpie for you?
Oh, can trainers have Japanese names in this game?
Maybe.
Dude's name Keita.
Okay, so
How many characters can you put in a name?
I'm gonna have to get a Galarian Slowking. I'm gonna have to work on that tomorrow.
You can get 10 characters, so just give me
Alright.
a 10 character one. Yeah.
Let's see. I do have Articuno. I did put my Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres in there.
Those
Can't tell
are
me.
non-mythical though.
I know. Let's see. Raikou, Entei, Suicune, Lugia, Ho-Oh. That's not mythic. I'm just naming off ones whether they're mythic or not. Regigigas, Steel. Okay, Latios.
Regigigas might be
Oh.
mythical, but I'm not too sure. No, actually, it doesn't. Shouldn't.
Rayquaza.
Technically,
I know there's debate amongst the Pokemon fandom out there about Spiritomb being legendary or not.
No, it's not. It is
I
absolutely.
I know it's not, but there's a group out there that says it's gotta be, even though it's not. It's just like it's not. People just let it go.
The reason why they say it's legendary is because of how difficult it was to get a Spiritomb back in Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah. Now there's Uxie, Mesprit, and Azo. Okay, Dialga, Palkia.
Giratina.
Dude, so this
Yeah,
kid's name is
Giratina.
Keita, right? Like,
Those
yeah,
orbs.
that was the
which-
that was the name of the AUAP roommate that Jacob had in our freshman year, who lived like next door to me.
Reggie
The
Gigas
one who
is
I don't know if you'd
weird.
ever heard of this before, but for like, I guess it would have been like 5 months, like that entire AUAP cycle. Jacob had an AUAP roommate, and he seemed like, I mean, I don't know. We like said hi to each other and stuff. But I never really like knew him personally, and Jacob never really did either. But that dude would oversleep every single day, and he had a really obnoxious alarm clock
Oh yeah.
that would go
yeah.
like beep 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 beep.
Oh god, I
had
hated
to hear
those
that
ones.
for like a half hour every morning for like an entire like quarter and a half. It drove me insane.
I think I remember hearing that because I thought I remember coming back from class. I remember hearing that in like the afternoon, and I was just like, I
This
know.
is before you were at Western. It was my freshman year.
Oh, it was your. Oh, that would be someone else's then. But
I'm sure you had to deal with other people like that in Fairhaven
oh
though. But,
yeah.
yeah, Jacob was a very heavy sleeper, so alarms like that wouldn't wake him up generally. But like, oh my god, it was so because I like my bed was like against the wall connected to that room. So like every morning that would wake me up. Like I didn't even have like I remember like whatever quarter that was. I didn't have to go to class until like 10, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe like 9. But that alarm would go off at like 6:30 every morning. So it would wake me up like super early. And like it would just continue, and this roommate would never ever turn it off. He'd just like sleep through it. So every morning it would just go for like a half hour. So I would pretty much every morning I would just get up at like 6:30 anyway, because his alarm would wake me up. I'd be like, fuck this noise, dude. And I would just like get up, take a shower, the alarm is still going, go to Fairhaven Dining Hall, eat breakfast, come back, the alarm is still going, pack all my things, go to class, come back. It's a good chance the alarm is still going.
Dude, the alarm should be like
Every morning for 5 months.
I think like those alarms should be like on like most alarms now just like stop after 5 minutes and after like 5 times.
Oh god, you'd wish, but like this happened on like weekends too. Like his alarm, he would still have his alarm set at weekends, even though he never got up at that time. And it was, it was Jacob's room, right? So it was like that balcony on the second floor of Stack 8.
Yeah.
So if you were like slightly outside of Stack 8, like from outside, you could hear his alarm clock going off, and that sound would like haunt my nightmares, dude.
Dude, that is
It's horrible.
I hate those. I hate those.
It was like
kind
the
of
worst
alarms.
karma, because I remember Jacob had an extremely obnoxious loud alarm clock that would like, it really annoyed his roommate at the time, Andy,
Yep.
and was kind of a contributing factor to Andy moving out of that room, because like
Oh yeah, I remember
Jacob's
him
alarm
being
clock
like that.
was so annoying that it like really bothered his roommate.
Mhm.
And of course the karma was that Jacob ends up getting a roommate who has a loud alarm clock that like annoys everybody else except for Jacob.
This is why like Jacob was like we kept telling him to do that stuff and it was just difficult.
I don't know. Also that, like, there are certain AUAP students who come to Western who just, like, they're those kinds of AUAP students
Yeah.
who, like, would sleep in every day and not go to class. And, like, Jacob's roommate smoked, which is kind of a problem because, like, Jacob has, like, an allergy to, like, nicotine or cigarette smoke or whatever.
Mhm.
And it generally wouldn't be a problem, but I think there was one time when he first arrived where Jacob's roommate actually, like, smoked a cigarette in the room. And Jacob had to be like, dude, like, first of all, you can't do that. Second of all, it's, like, extremely bad for me.
Yeah. Speaking of alarms, there is one alarm that now I can't ever deal with ever again. And it was because of I was going to the Rose Parade and I slept with Sean, Carl, and like a couple, like 3 other people in the hotel room. And we would always try to get up early because we had to get up by, like, I would say like 8, get ready by 8 o'clock in the morning to do stuff. because that was our band trip and stuff. But we would get up around like 4 or 5 because all of us, like at least most of us are. All of us except one person was a morning shower person. So basically we'd be like, okay guys, we're just gonna all have to get up at this time and just wake up together and just get ready. I'm just like, god dang it. And then Sean would play his phone alarm, which played the piano riff. That alarm is something that is bane of my existence. Like anyone with an iPhone has that as an alarm. It would be like dun 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 dun, and it's like, oh my god, I
The
can't.
way you saying it just now sounded like Ghostbusters.
Oh no. Yeah, no, but that was specifically like I could not handle that sound anymore. Like after like, cause like he only played like 4 times during that week. Like, no, he played it all day. No, not all day. He played it every single day to get us up. And you're just like, god dang. It's like, I want to, I told him before, it's like, I want to throw your phone out the gosh darn window just to shut that thing up.
Yeah, I feel the same way about any kind of like a alarm that was similar to Jacob's roommates. Like, it's just kind of, when I say alarm, it wasn't his phone playing that alarm. It was like an actual physical alarm clock.
Yeah.
So any generic alarm clock or wristwatch that has an alarm, it's like did-did-did-did, 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 just like a 4 beeps. Like a series of that. Oh my god, it's just like, it's a nightmare for me, dude. Every time I hear that, I get so upset.
Yeah, that one's kind of obnoxious. Also, another one that's really annoying is the ones, the alarm clocks. You know that screeching one?
What was
Like
it?
that.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like 80 decibels.
Oh yeah.
You can hear it throughout. Like if you were on like the 4th floor of a building, you could hear it from like the ground level.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And there's people
Yeah.
who would sleep through it, and I'm like, holy. Or they would
Yeah,
like
the
leave
main
their alarm
problem
on and
with,
leave for the weekend.
The main problem that Jacob had with his alarm clock that freshman year is that, like, for some reason, he just, like, never set it properly, and so sometimes it would, like, randomly go off at, like, times that were not, like, appropriate. So it would be at, like, 3 in the morning, and all of a sudden, like, it was like, this intentionally obnoxious alarm clock, because Jacob was a heavy sleeper. So it's, like, an alarm clock on wheels that would roll around the room screeching and making robotic noises.
Oh
And
no.
it would sometimes go off at like 3 in the morning for some reason. And so like, and because I'm against the wall too, so sometimes it would wake me up at like 3 in the morning or whatever.
Oh
on
no.
like a freaking like a weekday or like even like on like a Sunday morning or a Saturday.
Oh yeah.
It's just like this blaring noise or whatever. And I just hear Jacob's roommate being like, Jacob, please. And Jacob's like, I'm sorry. And he's like turning it off. And sometimes it would just be like, I don't know why Jacob could never configure that thing like the correct time. It'd just be like, we'd be hanging out in the lounge, like watching a movie on like a Friday night. It's like 10 p.m. or whatever. And somebody from the 2nd floor, Fairhaven, just comes down to lunch being like, Jacob, your alarm is going off. Please go up to your room and turn that thing off. And he'd be like, shit, sorry. He just have to go up to his room and turn the alarm off.
I think he just forgot a lot of the time. That's why.
Yeah, or he just not set it to the correct time, and he's like trying to figure out how to set it or something.
My sister had one of those screeching alarm clocks, like, and she would like, and it was set for like the 6 o'clock because good time we'd get up to leave for the bus to go to high school. But she would leave it on every day, and like she would leave for the weekend, and so I'd wake up at like 6 o'clock on a Saturday to screeching, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I've had those times where I personally try to I've been better at my alarm clock, but in my past I would do a lot of like, okay, I would set multiple alarms, so because like there were times where I would sleep past my alarm, and I would cause other people around me to wake up, and sometimes I had alarms just at random hours of the day, just because I would sleep at random hours of the day, and it just caused people to be like annoyed. It's like, god dang it, Nick.
I guess, I don't know, it's just like my ears and like my brain are just trained to like recognize my alarm sound that wakes me, because I've used the same one for like a long time with like the app I use, and like I wake up within like seconds of like the wake up alarm going off. It's not a particularly loud one either.
Oh yeah, it's the same thing.
Like if you use the same thing for like forever, your brain just gets trained to like wake up when it hears it.
Yeah, but there's certain ones because of our past that we just cannot get used to. Like that same thing with like gust, like not why did I say gust? That screeching noise. And then there's the and then there's like any other sounds that we just hate. Like it's just one of those things. It's just like probably because like as we were younger, we associate those alarms with PTSD memories, kind of thing. I mean, it is basically like we just cannot handle that sound.
Yeah. Oh god, do you remember the one time when we were living in the same apartment, and that one time that the freaking smoke alarm batteries were like broken? Oh my god, fuck that noise, dude. Oh god. Like, have the rest of you guys like ever heard about this thing where like our back when like me, Nick, and
Dylan and
I don't know, I guess I can name drop people.
Dylan is
well,
fine.
I mean, James knows who we lived with that year anyway.
Yeah. Your old roommate, basically.
And Andrew probably does too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so like the smoke alarm in like our living room, like the batteries in it were dead, and you know, like any other smoke detector, like if the battery is dying, it just like beeps to like let people in the apartment know like they got to change the batteries. But this happened. This was during a weekday, right? I don't even remember.
No, I think it was a weekend.
It might have been. I distinctly remember there was one time where it was a week. Maybe was that even a weekend? No, it was a weekend. The one time where the fire alarms were like somebody pulled a fire alarm in the complex.
Oh yeah.
And everybody had to evacuate. That was just fucking annoying. But
that one was weird.
That was later during that school year. But the thing with the smoke alarm battery is that like it would just beep very loudly, like just like a single like beep like every minute, like on the second, like once every 60 seconds. And it was very loud, and it's like, it woke me up in the middle of the night. It was probably like 2 or 3 in the morning, and like, it would do that every minute to the point that it would be like drifting back to sleep again, and then it would beep and wake me up, and it was like psychological torture, basically.
Oh yeah, so I was exactly the same way.
It was the situation where there's 4 people in the same apartment trying to sleep, and each one just assumes that somebody else will get up and resolve the issue. So, and I think eventually, it might have been, whatever, Dylan wouldn't care. It might have been Dylan who just, like, got up and was like, oh, fuck this bullshit. He just, like, gets up and, like, takes the batteries out of the smoke detector. But that doesn't stop it, because, like, even if the batteries are dead in the smoke detector, it's still, like, programmed to make the beeping noise when the batteries are taken out.
Yeah.
So Dylan thought that taking the batteries out would make it stop, but it didn't. It just kept going. And, like, all of us are just getting progressively more pissed to the point that, like, all 4 of us in our living room, like, grumbling at each other. Like, oh my fucking god, I want to sleep right now. Why is this bullshit still happening? And I don't remember, how was this ever resolved? Didn't, like, Carter or somebody, like, drive to, like, the 24-hour, like, convenience store to, like, buy batteries for it?
He was basically...
Or something happened?
Yeah, basically, he got so pissed off that Dylan was there trying to figure it out. It's like, you can just go out there, get a battery. And I think he grabbed the battery from either his room or he got out something. And he just like, here, put the battery in right there. And then it's just like, he just tells them, now put it in, put that back in, and just twist it. And we're done. We're done. We don't have to deal with this crap, basically. It's just like, we're going to sleep. And just like, it was like 2 or 3 in the morning when we finally just
now that I think about it, I feel like the 3 of us were trying to sleep, you know, but like Carter was probably just still normally awake at that time anyway. He was probably just annoyed at the sound because at like 2 in the morning, that was like Carter's like League of Legends hour / his normal daytime hours, because he would literally just sleep from like 3 p.m. to like 10 p.m. or something, you know? Like, Carter just became completely nocturnal during that school year, so he probably wasn't even trying to sleep at the time anyway. He was probably just annoyed by the noise.
Oh yeah, exactly. It was just one of those, it's like, I remember trying to sleep through that. Like, when I first heard that alarm, I thought it was like something in my dream or something. It was like, okay, I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah, same.
And it just like, when it happened again, it's like, wait a minute, is my alarm going off? I had to double check, and it's like, nope, alarm is not going off. It's like, okay. And then it's like, I went back to sleep. And then this comes out again, it's like, where the heck is that coming from? And then we're just like, oh yeah, smoke detector. I think I remember seeing Dylan getting out there. It was like, because I was tired. I got up and it's like, I see Dylan's like, are you taking that down? It's like, yeah, I'm taking the battery out. It's like, okay, fine, I'm going back to bed. And then it just happens again. It's like, god dang it. It was an atrocious night. I don't think you ever came out of your room properly, Kyle. I think you just stayed in your room.
I think I did like once. I just like when I heard people like talking in the living room, I think I just kind of poked my head out, being like, "What's happening?" Mm-hmm. And then people were like, "This fucking battery, we're gonna fix it." And I was like, "All right." And I just like went back to bed.
That was a terrible night for both of us, like all of us.
Yeah, and it's like later that school year when the actual fire alarm went off. Like for a second, I thought it might have just been related to the smoke detector battery again. You know? Mm-hmm. It's like when it first went off, I actually like didn't get out of bed like right away because I assumed it was just like, oh, it's a battery thing. But then like Dylan knocked on my door, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is real. We probably actually have to leave the apartment now, don't we?
Yeah, I remember.
It just amounted to all of us being in like our pajamas when it was like, I think it was like spring quarter or something, so it wasn't like super cold out. But I didn't have time to like grab my jacket or anything. So I just like had to like throw my shoes on, just like in my pajamas outside, and we're all just like, dude, this is annoying. And like every single person in that apartment just had to stand out on the side, like the wet sidewalk, because it was like rained.
Yeah.
Like during the day before or whatever, and like the fire department showed up, and they're like, is there management on site right now? And we're like, dude, this apartment complex is so fucking bad that like even if they were, like, they would not be able to handle the situation. Because that was a pretty sketchy apartment, honestly.
It was. It wasn't taken care of a lot.
The management was pretty terrible.
Dude, they took out so much money of my security deposit.
Oh, dude, mine too. That was complete bullshit, right? Because we moved out at like the same time.
Yeah, we moved out. I purposely did my best to clean as much of like other stuff. Like,
yeah, I did too.
Like, and it was just like, I cleaned this up. I made sure to vacuum. I made sure to clean off the mold that they never did before I moved in. And it was just like, I did all this stuff, and it's like okay, this looks decently good. I think they won't take at least that much, or at all. And then, lo and behold, they come back. It's like, no, we're taking about at least 70% of your check.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I was so upset. Because what happened is that the two of us were moving out, but like the other two were staying. And so, like, the passive-aggressive management people in the office are like, you have to clean out the entire apartment and make it look as if it's, like, fresh to move in, because more people will move in there eventually. I was just like, why? Like, two of us are moving out, the other two are staying there for the entire summer, nobody's moving in until September, and they're like, just clean it out anyway, we will be checking the entire apartment. And I was like, okay, you're just being unpleasant for the sake of being unpleasant. And I told like the other two the situation where I was like, we're gonna have to keep like the entire place clean because they're gonna like inspect and be like assholes about the security deposit.
Yep.
And I cleaned me and the other roommate's shared bathroom like thoroughly, and cleaned my entire room. The only thing in my room that I was not able to clean adequately were the window blinds, because those would have to be like removed from the window and like washed with water.
Yeah, same
to like
here.
thoroughly clean them. But so I just like dusted them off, and I was like, all right, like this is like the one thing they can penalize me for. Everything else is like totally spotless. And yeah, they gave me like half the deposit back, and everything except for the window blinds was something that was happening in the living room. And the thing in the living room too, right, is like what happened was they were like, one thing that they like refused to give me back like $10 for, right, is they were just like, the kitchen counter is like messy and cluttered with items. And I'm like, yeah, that's like cereal boxes that are on the counter because people live here and they eat in the morning. The things they penalized us for were fucking cereal boxes.
Yeah, no, it's like, no, that literally pissed me off, because like I cleaned out my room as best I can, and I was sharing my room, like my bathroom, with Dylan, and it's like, okay, I was like, Dylan, I'll clean this out, but can you at least maintain this bathroom? It's like, sure, and I trusted him, and he did maintain it well enough to look like it passable. But it's like, oh, the bathroom wasn't clean enough, because it seems like some people are just like, dude, there's someone living there. And it's like, we also penalized.
I think they did. They complained about the toilet, like saying it was dirty or something. I did clean the toilet before I left. I mean, for all I know, Carter could have like puked all over the entire bathroom again while I was gone. But like,
it's like they also penalized us for like
clean.
Like they penalized us for the living room. They penalized us for the kitchen. It was just like, dude, there are people living there.
There are 2 people who live there, and nobody was going to move in until September. It was they were just scamming us big time.
I was just like, I was extremely pissed off. It's just like,
yeah.
dude.
Do you remember how jank the freaking laundry rooms were in that complex too?
Oh yeah.
The dryers, which didn't work, and we had to like hang our clothes like from our like shower curtain poles.
Every once in a while, yeah, I remember
showing
that.
off. Freaking laundry machines that cost money and freaking dryers were
Dude,
shit.
there were so many quarters. I remember times where Dylan would like come to me. It's like, hey, do you have a bunch of quarters? It's like, yeah. Here, I'll give you $5. Can you give me 20 quarters? It's like, okay, sure. It was just hilarious.
Yeah, dude, the biggest relief of the apartment I lived in the following year was that there were washing and drying machines in the apartment itself that worked.
Yeah.
And were free. Like, that was... I mean, dude, I wish I had a clothes dryer now, still. It's still something I miss, but...
Oh, suck! Caught! I'm choking! Oh, water.
Alright, Nick.
Oh yeah, but I enjoyed having actual laundry machines next year where it was like such a nice thing and without paying. Alright, Andrew. What name had you thought of?
BossCoffee. No space.
As in, like, the brand that they sell in Japan, like in the vending machines?
Yeah, the one with the one Tommy Lee Jones did ads for.
BossCoffee. Okay, well, we named Sock BossCoffee.
Today's stream is sponsored by
BossCoffee.
That is the best.
The official non-alcoholic drink of all salarymen in Japan.
Alright, we need to check out this BossCoffee stats right now so we can just see how well this sock is. Is this some good coffee or is this some bad coffee? That's the question.
Is Martini a mythic?
Dude, one other thing about that shitty apartment as well is that
he's in the.
There's that one time that like the walls were like cracking inside like the shower that like Carter and I shared, and Carter called like a maintenance request to fix it, and they went and did maintenance on your shared bathroom instead.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this happened. You don't remember this?
Can you repeat that at the beginning? What you do?
Oh, it was just like the in the bathroom that Carter and I shared, like the walls within the shower kind of cracking a bit. And so Carter made like a maintenance request for it on like their shitty website. And maintenance people came in like later that day, and they went into you and Dylan's bathroom and did whatever maintenance they were pretending to do on your bathroom and then left.
I think I barely remember that.
And Carter just like went back and looked at our shower. He's like, wait, what the fuck? Did they fix the other bathroom instead? Like, there was nothing wrong with yours, but they apparently did their quote-unquote maintenance on it.
Yeah, I think I barely remember something like that, and I remember Carter being
the silliest thing, and Carter had to make another call and be like, "Dude, you did the completely wrong thing."
And it's like, no, we didn't.
I don't remember if they still charged like all of us for that. They probably did, knowing them.
I don't think I think maintenance calls are technically not part of the.
Oh yeah, they might not be.
Which is good, because it just takes forever. Because I remember doing some maintenance calls on a couple things, and he's like, yeah, we'll get around to it. Never shows up for another 2 months.
Yeah, that was the thing. They weren't, that's right. They weren't charged, but they, like, never did anything.
It was just like...
Until you requested, like, the 5th time.
It's just like, dude, we are asking for some maintenance. And it's like, oh. It's like, yeah, we're doing that. And it's like, no, you're not. We're here. We're waiting. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I think there was one time where you had to request maintenance because there was like one electrical outlet in our living room.
Yeah.
That like was like loose or something.
Or I think I remember something
working.
like that. Yeah, that was one of.
It was something like that, and I was completely unaware of that situation actually. So like, I woke up one morning. It was like a weekday morning, like a Wednesday or something. And I was like the only person in the apartment or the only one who's awake.
Yeah.
So I'm just like eating my Cheerios, you know, and like there's just like a knock on the door, and I'm like, huh? I like open the door, and this guy is just like, hi, I'm here for like the maintenance to like do electrical maintenance. And I was like, okay, come in. And he's just like making awkward small talk with me while I'm just like sitting there half awake eating Cheerios at the table. He's just like, oh, so my daughter just like gave birth to like my first grandson. And I'm like, congratulations, sir. I'm just trying to eat my Cheerios. and he's just like, so which outlet's the problem? And I was like, honestly, I have no idea because I wasn't the one who made the call. And he's just like having to look at like every outlet because like whoever made the call wasn't there at like the time that they requested he come in.
Mm-hmm. I remember doing some. I think I remember also requesting a kitchen maintenance thing. I just don't remember what. I think it was something to do with the stove. I also remember how many times that we had problems in the kitchen as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a funny story that with Carter's calzone. You know what happened? Remember that story with calzone?
Oh gosh, I remember there was a calzone story, but I don't remember what it was.
So basically, we all agreed.
Is it somebody ate it? Or?
Yeah. So basically, we all agreed that unless it's fully labeled, everything in the refrigerator is fair game. All of us agreed on that.
I can just imagine how pissy he would have gotten about this already.
Yeah, no, and we all agreed that like at the very beginning. It's like all of us said yes. So Carter put a calzone in the refrigerator, and I saw it. I was hungry, and I was too lazy to cook. And it's like, this thing is not labeled. This is fair game. I heat it up and I eat it. Next thing I know, Carter comes back, asks like, "What happened to my calzone?" And it's like, "Oh, I ate it."
Oh God, what a nightmare.
And he was just like, you what? He's like, I ate it. And it just like, but there was nothing labeled for it. And it was just like, and then Carter was like, he was mad, but he couldn't get mad at me because he knew that he agreed on if it wasn't labeled, it's fair game. So it was just like, he was just upset about everything. It was just like, I know. It's like, Argh.
I think it's just because he had been looking forward to eating that like all day. But it's kind of like whatever. Like Carter ordered those kinds of things like literally like 3 times a week at least.
Yeah, but it was hilarious because
like he would constantly order food to be delivered to the apartment.
Yeah, and it was hilarious because afterwards, he would come by. He would come back. And And he would like he ordered another calzone. And it would be I see it in the fridge, and he literally says, "Do not, like, don't even try," or something. Like, don't you dare. And it was just like, and it's like I thought it's like okay, he's not want anyone to eat it, especially me. And so I basically just decided to have something funny with him, and so I basically took a random TF2. Oh, I'm hearing echoes. Will. I think. Well. All right. Well. Anyway, as I was saying, he made a calzone. I found a picture of a random. You know the TF2 heavy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I basically
sandwich or whatever.
Yeah. So it's like I eating a sandwich, and I basically printed that off on like MS Paint with words saying "Love you too, buddy." And put it on top of his calzone. And it just like, I see him just like eat it. And he was just like, do you appreciate my message? It's like, yes, I did.
Oh my God. I remember there was like another thing. Do you remember that time that panel like collapsed? Like within the kitchen? It was like one of the fake panels that's not actually part of like a drawer in the kitchen. It's just like a wooden panel that's there. And one morning it just like fell with a thud. Like landed really loudly, and everybody was like not awake yet. We were like, "What was that?" And then we come out of the kitchen that morning, and that pan just fell down to the ground, like just completely out of nowhere, and like we couldn't like put it back like onto like the paneling or whatever.
I think I remember
so,
that.
Like, Dylan just like took a sheet of notebook paper and wrote "error 404 panel not found" and taped it over that empty space.
Oh yeah, I remember that actually. Oh yeah, and then that was like one of the maintenance things I think we requested, but they never came and fixed it.
Yep.
It was just like a giant hole with that thing stuck there constantly. Oh yeah, do you also remember the times where Dylan was like, it's like I need a bed, and then just like it's like we got like twin
And he
size.
got the gigantic bed. Yeah, I remember.
That was like it filled the entire room. You couldn't even
Yeah,
have
yeah.
any
I
leg
lived
space.
with him the following year, so I remember how huge that bed was.
It was such a huge, like that bed was so huge. It was literally the size of the entire room. It was just so funny because like it's like hey, do you want me to show you something? It's like I go in, and then I see a giant bed with no leg space at all. It was hilarious. Oh man, I need to heal. Oh. In the meantime, I'm gonna go BRB because I drink a lot of water. So Kyle, if you want to plug things, or Andrew, you want to plug stuff, go ahead. Be right back.
Alright, everybody go follow and support Andrew's OnlyFans. It's called twitch.tv/digitsbb.
Oh shoot. This stream is brought to you by LDDstore.com.
And I don't know, everybody follow twitch.tv/digitsbb, twitch.tv/official_grace, twitch.tv/Paragon Greninja. He doesn't even stream, but I don't know, follow him anyway. He might have the oldest Twitch account out of all of us, actually. How old is my... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my account is older than Justin's, actually. That surprises me. It might not be the first account he ever made. Oh no, I made my account specifically to play Twitch Plays Pokemon back when that was like a popular thing in like winter of 2014.
Yeah.
DigisB was not the original name of the account, but yeah. Then we had the retired name of Greninja 4 Smash, playing Twitch Plays Pokemon. Let's see, are there any like silly sound alerts I can play? Let's play Yeet.
All right, I'm back. You guys done with all your plugs? Yeet! There's the Yeet. You done plugging, Kyle?
Oh, I guess I can't hear it when I'm not listening to the Twitch. Yeah, I'm done plugging.
Okay. I actually just, when I was going to the bathroom, I remember also more Carter stories.
Oh gosh.
Actually, there was like
dude.
there was actually a time where I remember Carter was the only one who had a car with him at the time at university, and he was just like, when he was cars like he was always referring to his car as a girl, and our question was like, why do you?
What? I don't remember this.
Oh yeah, no, he was always referring to her as a she and everything, and it was just like, why do you?
I mean, it was like a super bouge car, because you know.
Yeah. Exactly. And but it's just like I asked Carter, and then it's like, why do you treat it as a girl? And it's like, and his immediate response is like, would you prefer riding a girl or riding a guy?
Oh my god.
It was just one of those things. It's just like, god dang it, Carter. And I remember the time where he also drove me down to Seattle just for an interview. That's still one of my favorite moments of this. What happened? You heard the entire story, right, Kyle?
Oh, I'm well aware of the story. I've told it to Grace before, I think, actually. I remember how it came up. I think I was just mentioning how you had gotten your one job that you were working at that time, and I mentioned the story of how you had to go for that interview.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was just so funny. I don't know if I still have the picture of Carter flipping the entire downtown Seattle off.
Oh, I don't remember hearing that part of the story.
Oh yeah, no.
But I can imagine his frustration and not being able to find his very important destination that day.
Yeah, no. It's like after he was done with everything, he was just like after I was done with my interview and everything, he just comes up to me. He's like, "Get in the car right now." And it was just like, okay. And it's like, and I was like asking him, it's like, and he was all wet. It was just like, are you? It was like, did you find your place? And it was just like, he looked at me.
Oh, was it pouring rain that day too?
It was pouring rain. It was like all.
Oh my god! It was like as bad as like the day that I was in Seattle last December.
Basically, yeah.
Remember, it was like pouring that day, and we had to like stay indoors all day.
Yeah. Basically. Well, it wasn't as hard raining, but it was definitely raining quite a bit. And so he was all wet, and it was just like, he looked at me with pure frustration in his eyes, like, no. And he told me the whole story. And then as we were leaving downtown and going on the freeway back up to Bellingham, on the freeway, it's like, do you want to have any last final words to Seattle? And then he just puts out his middle finger towards his drive-through window towards Seattle. It's like, hey, Carter, can you hold that for a brief second? I want to take a picture of you. And I just did. And it's like, I showed people of that, and it's like, this is what Carter's response is first time in Seattle. It's like, oh, that's perfect.
I don't know, was that his first time ever being in that city? It probably wasn't.
Yeah, no, it actually was.
Really? That was like our third...
No,
I was about to say our third year, but no, that was not his third year being in the state of Washington, because, you know...
Yeah.
He was out of the university at one point before that.
Yeah, because, like, I remember, like, I asked him about it, and he was just like, yeah, I know, I'd never been into downtown Seattle before.
Oh, huh.
And it was just like, oh, well, this is a perfect opportunity, because, like...
Weird, I didn't realize.
Because, like, when I was first asking him to drive me down, I was like, hey, Carter, can you drive me down to downtown Seattle? It's like, why? Because I need an interview. It's like, well, I never been to downtown Seattle before, and there is someplace I want to go down there. So it's like, to sweeten the deal, I also paid for his gas by giving him $40. And it's like, how is this? And it's like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll do it. And he regretted it ever since.
I guess it would have been more indirect, but it wouldn't be that hard to take, like, the buses and stuff down to Seattle, too. Like, I had to do that, like, all the time.
Yeah.
God, I remember how tired I was going down to Seattle when I was there in December, because I got, like, no sleep the previous night, and then just taking the buses starting at, like, 5:30 in the morning. I didn't get to, like, explore Western's campus or anything while I was down there, because it was, like, raining so hard I didn't want to, like, walk around.
Mm-hmm.
I did get Mallard ice cream, though. That was pretty great.
Oh, Mallard ice cream, I miss. Like, the things I miss...
That was good. I wanted to eat at Casa que Pasa, too, but that ended up not happening.
Maybe one of these days is when I go back to Bellingham, I'm gonna try all the foods I can.
Yeah, like, well, there was... At least in, like, downtown, there was Mallard, was good.
AP Crepes was always
Casa
good.
que Pasa. Crepes, yeah, I had that while I was there, but I'm not, like... I mean... I only had AB Crepes, like, maybe 2 or 3 times the entire time I was, like, up there, so, like, it's not super nostalgic, necessarily.
I mean...
The donuts, what was it, like, Rocket Donuts, they were pretty good, too.
Oh, yeah, I've had it only, like, once or twice, that's it. I mean, what about the best place, Kyoto Steakhouse?
Oh, dude, yeah, that's a nostalgic place, too.
Wasn't Andrew...
Freaking when we brought that one individual, he tried to small talk with the waiter in Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
And the waiter was, like, just a random Asian American dude named, like, Chester, who's, like, not even Japanese.
Yep.
Oh, man, the memories.
Wasn't... Andrew, you came with us on a couple occasions to Kyoto, right?
Dog, I don't know. I didn't have money.
Yeah, Kyoto was pretty chill. I mean, it wasn't, like, super, like, traditional Japanese food, you know, necessarily, but it was, like, good food, regardless.
It was good. I had some of the steak there. Workshop, move backward 2 and move 1 to the left. Moves are 2, move 2 backwards. So go back there. Left, move forward 2, 1 to the right, and move backward. Oh, this one then.
I know. I remember hearing the story, at least, of how you, like, went to Kyoto to celebrate graduation, but then, like, some people showed up, like, literally an hour late for the reservation. I just saw, like, this, like, rage happening in, like, the Discord chat about being like, everybody, get here now.
Wait, what was this?
When you graduated?
Oh, right,
Didn't
yeah.
you, like, have a reservation at Kyoto and people were, like, an hour late?
I think so, yeah. Oh, yeah, because, like, there were people there, and a lot of people were causing, like, here and there, and we had to, like, basically wait a bit. But there was, like, other problems going on that all over the place, so it was just like, yeah. What the heck is low sweep?
I know. I had bad enough senioritis that once I graduated, I was just like, okay, bye campus, and just, like, left, like, almost immediately after.
Yeah, because, like, I remember, like...
Not immediately. I like, talked to some, like, AOAP students and people and stuff, and it was chill. Like, I graduated with magna cum laude, you know, so I had, like, the fancy, like, golden cord, like, over my gown.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I'm not trying to brag, I'm just, like, it's about to, like, introduce a funny story is what I'm saying. So, like, after, like, the ceremony, I was chatting with, like, some AOAP students, and, like, one of the AOAP teachers was there to, like, meet us, because, like, a bunch of, like, the AOAP volunteers were, like, graduating
Yeah.
that day. So she came to meet up with us, and was just, like, talking to us or whatever. And she was just like, what chord is that, Kyle? I just say, like, oh, it's magna cum laude. And she was like, oh, congratulations. And she just, like, turned to, like, one of the chill AOAP students, and she was just like, do you know what that is? And she points to my chord. And this AOAP student, he just looks up at it, he looks up at me, he's just like, rope. It's just, like, the most, like, deadpan voice. It was amazing. She's just like a rope, and just, like, the most, like, unassuming tone. And I just, like, explained to him, I was just like, oh, it's, like, an award for, like, getting, like, really good grades. And he's like, oh, Sugoi. And he's like, oh, Mereto. But, like,
Oh.
it was pretty funny.
Noose.
Noose.
Rope.
Did you just say noose?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Rope.
Oh, that's great.
I have never heard that, but it's like, that is one of the funniest things.
Oh, dude, I just had so many gems from teaching AOAP students. They were just... God, I wish I could enjoy teaching my current students as much as I enjoy teaching AOAP.
Honestly, I wish I had opportunities to, like, hang out with more AOAP students with the AOAP volunteering. But, man...
It takes... Well, I mean, you can, like, do, like, limited volunteering, but I, like, did, like, at least, like, 10 hours a week or whatever.
I did always... the AOAP student I had would always only hang out with me when it's required. I tried, like people would always say, it's like, oh yeah, hang out with AOP, she's showing around, and, like, also do more than outside, just a limited amount of stuff. And it's like, okay, fine, I'll do that. And every time I tried talking to him, he would only talk to me if it's required.
Yeah, to weigh in on that, Carter had Carl, not Carter. Carl had a similar complaint, and it's like, the thing with, like, AOEP is that, I mean, for one thing, I didn't really hang out with them outside of, like, the classes I volunteered for. Also, hi, Justin.
It's your boy, Justine.
But yeah, I just feel like with them, like, for one thing, they can just be shy, and it's like, the people that they actually feel comfortable speaking in English to are mostly just, like, their volunteers and, like, their peer advisors, and, like, the people they've, like, hung out with a lot, like, it takes, like, time for them to be, like, comfortable, like, talking to, like, anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's, like, a certain trust that had to be built to, like, even, like, get them to, like, have a conversation with you. And I don't know, I just feel like in general it can be, like, a thing that, like, I don't know, having lived here long enough, I live in, like, the deep south of Japan, but, like, it's just, people can be kind of exclusive and cliquey, and, like, there can be people, and, like, just kind of the way some people live in Japan, where they just have, like, their fixed social group, and they don't really go, like, out of their way to, like, meet people outside of like a certain established social circle.
Yep.
And it may have been kind of the same way with some of the AUAP people that you met, where like they just don't really have an interest in like meeting people outside of like their established group.
Yep.
Well, that was underwhelming.
It could be that way.
Justin was like, well, that was underwhelming.
Only 1 out of 2 double kicks. Totally unplayable.
I'm just like listening to this song because I like this song. Like this final Pokemon battle song is actually pretty lit.
It's pretty lit. I was just about to call it a banger.
Hold on, Will. Give
And
me
then
a
you're
second.
like, I'm gonna drop even older slang.
All right, there you go. Will, can you say something?
Okay, am I echoing?
Not anymore. You're good.
Yeah.
I had
Okay,
to
Google
server
Assistant.
unmute you really quickly.
Yeah. Google Assistant was trying to get me to turn it on when I really did not want it on. It always keeps interfering with everything.
Sorry, my mind just went to a different place.
That's par for the course.
Yeah. I really just don't care how I'm wording shit, okay? I really just don't care.
Justin is
Google
sure to join the
Assistant-
call and be
Google-
like, dude, shut up and
Google
play the
Assistant-
game, God.
Google Assistant pissed me off.
Yeah, I bet.
I literally went into my apps, I shook Google Assistant off, and then went into my actual settings on my phone and turned the voice thing permission off on Google.
So yeah, Justin, ever since I got Sock, or I should say, BossCoffee, because of Andrew, this gym battle was a breeze.
Was definitely a decision to give you a endgame Pokemon this early on.
Is that an endgame Pokemon?
It's one of the Pokemon one of the Elite Four in the game uses, so
Oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah. I'd say it qualifies for that category.
If Google Assistant continues to keep giving me problems, I'm just going to go back into my settings and just turn all permissions off on Google.
Justin, is there any Pokemon I'm missing on that route before I get to the
No.
forest? Okay, cool.
Got him.
So Sock was literally the only one I found that pure randomness. Wow, she
got the
bolted.
magic 10%.
It's also Sock is a serious nature and a bit relaxed, if you saw.
Which is not the best, but yeah.
I mean, it's not the best.
Oh wait, no, Sirius is fine. Oh, relax is the characteristic.
I do like how in Crown Tundra they did not make any of the Pokemon like shield or sword specific.
Shield or sword? Oh, like not exclusive.
Yeah, they did not make either one of all the Pokemon exclusive to either one.
Okay,
So you can catch all of them.
that's good. All right.
But they did put in ones that you do have to evolve trade with an item, but you can still catch their evolved form with the, Magmortar, Electivire, those guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they're weather specific.
That's a Dragonite. That belly is too big for a Dragonite.
And just like that, Dialga.
Oh man, they're Batman.
Got him!
There's the ha! Got him! Loves the Skull. Maybe she'll join Team Skull in the future. Oh, it's you. Yeah, there's Bianca. Oh, there's Sharon. I'm just trying to find places I didn't even see. I don't even use the dowsing. Oh, good thing I got my gym badge. Alright.
Which gym badge?
The basic badge.
The first? Wait, no, second gym.
Yeah, the
right?
second gym one.
I was about to say the first one's the trio one.
Yep. That was a cakewalk.
The first one's usually is the easy one because there's a Pokemon the person you can go trade to get.
Not trade. I just get because based on what Pokemon.
No, not trade. Yeah, you get not trade. What am I thinking?
But
I'm
even so, Panseer is a terrible Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, you have that. You have Oshawott.
Oh, I have to. Oshawott is a mascot. I have to pick Justin's favorite Pokemon.
I never said that, but sure.
Oshawott?
I always go with Tepig, and then I get Pansage.
Still, I like. So here's the thing about me, Will. I am actually a traditionalist with water Pokemon because almost like.
I'm a fire type trainer.
Yeah, no. Basically, every single generation I have done so far.
But
no,
trainer.
Not Gen 7. Gen 7 is the only one I did not do it, and what? Dang it. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Gen 7 is the only one out of all my first time playing a generation. Will I have always done the water Pokemon? Gen 7, I done a grass starter. That's the only one. I have not played Gen 6 yet, so that's one that's like one of those different. Also, I like how Kyle changed his name to BossCoffee now.
Yeah, I'm not just a fire type trainer. I'm also
a sponsor
a
of the stream.
I do fire types and dragon types.
Are you saying Andrew's BossCoffee is the sponsor of the stream?
I think Andrew established that already.
This one also
I've never even
confusing.
drank BossCoffee.
Is Deontay and Volcanion mythical or legendary?
Yes, they're both mythical.
They're both of them?
Both of them
Both
mythical. You can only get them through events.
They were put into Crown Tundra.
Yeah, because well, Volcanion, I wasn't too sure, but Deontay would make sense because No, that's a different Pokemon.
Carbink is in there.
Yeah, it would make sense at least then.
Deontay is like a mutation of Carbink.
Yeah.
From what I've heard.
Okay,
Hoopa's not in there. Hoopa's not in.
Okay, what's the button to just automatically move it? Is it select? No.
But yeah, other than that, I looked through all through there. Those are the only two that was like, those two were like kind of confusing me just a little.
Okay, X is the immediate shut off. What is the button to,
Select?
Select is just a box though. Oh wait, that is it. Okay, so select is a quick way to move it. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna try Purloin in my team. I want to try Timber. I'll give it some more shots.
I didn't see that. I didn't see Reshiram or Zekrom in that list anywhere. So
Zekrom and Beshram are not mythicals.
Yeah, I didn't see Reshiram or Zekrom anywhere on that list of Pokemon that were added into the. So it's like, so it doesn't look like we could get Black and White Kyurem.
At least not yet.
Yeah, as far as we know, I'm pretty sure there's probably other DLCs that they might be bringing out to this.
Well, they only announced 2, and it might be the only ones they support until the next generation, per se.
Yeah, I mean, they might do something else that they might add into this game. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. So isn't the next gym just in grass or bug?
Yep.
Let's see.
So
Next
fire
gen
would be great. Slash.
Bug. Yes, bug is the next.
That's what I assume, because I remember him being specifically bug or grass, but yeah, it makes more sense with him being bug.
Yeah,
That means I should train
remember-
Pidove as much as I can.
I remember because you have to go through those walls of
Silk.
honey, and if you don't go through all the way, it kind of bounces you back. Not like back to the beginning, it just kind of bounces you back through. Does this weird little awkward thing.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This stream is brought to you by BossCoffee. Since its launch in 1992, Boss canned coffee has become a leading market favorite, beloved by a wide range of customers. Ready to drink and available in a wide range of varieties and styles, our Boss coffee drinks have something to offer for every coffee drinker, from black and unsweet to a multitude of options with varying amounts of milk and sugar. Known as a worker's aibo, which in Japanese means a reliable partner with many years of trusted experience, Boss is committed to providing the perfect pick-me-up to help Boss consumers tackle whatever comes their way. Thank you. Have a good night.
This stream is also brought to you by Google, the most reliable search engine that enables Andrew to read official descriptions of Boss Coffee.
I can't have caffeine.
Well, you never said you have
Since
to.
its establishment in 1992.
Dude, Will, they never said you have to drink it. You just have to buy it.
I have no money.
Oh my god, we can look at their financial information?
Yeah, we'll look up Will's financial information.
Let's look at
I'm
Centauri Holdings
broke.
Limited and its subsidies financial statements from the year ended December 31st, 2019. And
broke
independent
as
auditor's
fuck.
report.
I'm broke as fuck.
Both figuratively and literally.
Oh, trust me. My body's getting there. Each different part of my body has a different age to it.
Ew.
I've gotten to that point where each part of my body just feels different. I'm not mentioning one part of my body, though. I keep that to myself.
So
Those things look gross.
it's Swaddle. It's the Caterpie of this. game.
Oh, Swaddle was my favorite one to catch for grass types. But for my favorite grass type though was always Pansage, and then I didn't evolve it until it learned Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb always became my favorite grass type move.
So I thought Swaddle was a bug Pokemon though.
It's both.
It's bug and grass.
Okay, that makes more sense then.
It was like one of my favorites. So if I ever chose like the water type, I would always go and catch that. I could catch that one, so I could still get my grass type. I find a way to get each one of my.
Let's
different
go, Rufus.
Types.
What was the name of reference to again?
The Rufus Boar.
Yeah, who's
That's
Rufus
precious.
for?
You're
Justin
P-Dub.
wanted to name a Drillbur Rufus. Carl wanted to name it Boar, the BRHR, BOHR for a science term, just for fun.
You're P-Dub. Male or female?
Pidove? Female.
Yeah. Ah, so you're gonna have that version of Unpheasant.
Is it better or is just the look?
It's just the look. Male or female doesn't matter on stat wise, but there's some out there that are speculating that the male is better than the female, and that's just them being sexist.
Sexist in Pokemon? That's unheard of.
You want to bet? Okay, yeah. I already heard the sarcasm, that's why I just want to get it back, but no. There's some out there that literally want to be
Alright,
sexist.
I think Boss
No, I only
Coffee is
want
gonna sign off
bitch.
for the day.
Alright, take care, Boss Coffee.
Boss Coffee.
Yeah. Night, dude.
All right, good night, BossCoffee.
BossCoffee out. Oh my god, I cannot move my legs. Oh! I cannot walk, I cannot sit properly. Well, I can sit, I can lay down, but I cannot walk anymore. Or at least not for a little bit. My whole body aches because I exercise so much.
I'll be back.
Just baby says he'll be back. Alright, Kyle, we'll see you when you get back.
But yeah. I forgot what.
Something about the sexism in Pokemon?
Oh yeah, the sexism thing. I know I had one friend, all he wanted was just male Pokemon. He never wanted, he refused to have the females. Any females, any females that he would hatch from eggs, he would immediately release with prejudice.
That seems a little too, like, yeah, that's a little too sexist.
I would be sitting there while playing my Pokemon game with him, and I would sit there saying like goodbye, and he'd actually curse, and then he wouldn't just say bitch, he would actually say these words that would never ever pass my lips.
Yeah, no, I think I know what the word is.
Yeah, I'm not even spelling, not just one. You say these two of these words, and I'm not even spelling them.
Yeah, don't say it. I don't want to hear that on the stream. It's also, it's one of those things. Is that also if he wants good Pokemon though, he needs a female at least.
I know, it's like, and he doesn't get it. And then I have this other friend. I mean, she also, and then there's one other friend. All she wants is female Pokemon, and it's like, are you kidding me? But she doesn't get rid of her male Pokemon with prejudice. She just gets rid of them.
So just releases them per se.
She just releases them, but not with prejudice. She just releases them. And I just said, like, all you want is the females, but you just don't want the males. It's like, can I get? I should look. It's like she only wants the females. It gets rid of the males, but no prejudice. He wants only the males, but gets rid of the females with prejudice. The fuck. Me, I don't give a damn on the gender.
I don't really. Unless there's a specific Pokemon I'm trying to get, and it's definitely based on genders, then I would go for a specific gender. That, oh, yeah. Or like I need if I'm trying to breed a good Pokemon, like getting like egg moves or like specific like female stats or whatever, that would do.
Like for instance, like Frostlass, only female Snoruns evolve into Frostlass.
Yeah. Or
and
Gallade.
Gallade, male
Curly. Male Ralts.
Male Ralts, once they evolve into Curly, can evolve into Gallade.
With a Dawnstone.
Yep.
As Justin and I figured out last time.
That's the only ones that will actually do that so far that I know gender-wise. Also, the female Combees evolve.
Mm-hmm.
Are the only ones evolve, and the female Salandids or Salazzles.
Yeah, Salazzles. Whoops. Oh, Swaddle got critted. That's why.
They're the only ones that evolve. So you can catch the males, Combees, the males, Salandids, Salazzles, whichever. They just won't evolve.
Got it. Oh, Cottony! Oh, you look so adorable.
Oh, yeah. The only way to evolve that is with a Sunstone.
Nah, I'm not gonna evolve it unless it's actually a good Pokemon to have. I don't think it is, but based on what I can tell.
I mean, it can be, but Whimsicott, not. I mean, it can be, but it also it all depends on.
So James went to bed.
It's just like it just really depends, I guess.
I'll catch a Cottony and see if I can do. At least I like nicknaming Pokemon. Yeah, James said night in the wrong place.
I catch them anyways just to get it into the Pokedex.
Same. But this one has a Leech Seed, so it's a little dangerous right now. Just a little bit.
That's not bad. Leech Seed can be good.
The only problem is why I'm defeating it now, Will, is because... Oh, why did Justin leave?
Uh-oh.
Oh... is because it was, Leech Seed was killing Pidove, which is very low on health.
Yeah, I say Leech Seed can be good, but if it's on your team and you're using...
Yep. Oh, I got a big root. Actually, this is good for any grass types I get.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, there's some pretty good... Is there... Okay, Will, since you're the only resident expert Pokemon in 5th gen as of right now, is there any good grass types I should go for endgame stuff? Like I'm trying to build, like, here's the thing. I'm trying to build like a good team. Obviously, I want like a solid 6, but
my opinion,
yeah,
Pansage is a good grass type. Once you get it to once you evolve it with the Leaf Stone to Simisage, but I don't evolve mine to Simisage until my Pansage knows Seed Bomb.
Actually, so this is something that Justin actually suggested with Oshawott, which is a bit controversial, he says, and I do agree it's a bit controversial, but I will go with it because he suggests it. He apparently wants me to keep Oshawott unevolved until level 40. The reason is that there is a reason is because there's a specific move at level 40.
Yeah, there are moves that you can teach them. I just go with whenever the Pokemon's ready to level up, I level it up, unless there's a move I really want it to know.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the generation of Pokemon game I'm.
Oh man, Justin had a power outage.
Oh, yikes.
Well, that explains why he left.
Like for Gen 2, the Johto League one.
Yeah.
With my Cyndaquil, if I really wanted to know Flame Wheel, I will wait till my Cyndaquil knows Flame Wheel before I let it evolve.
Oh, there's Justin. Yeah, Cyndaquil is a Pokemon I like, but to be honest, I like Totodile more than Cyndaquil, personally speaking.
Yeah, I will do a playthrough with each one and see if I can't beat the Elite Four. If I can beat the Elite Four with Cyndaquil, then I try with Totodile. If I can beat it with Totodile, then I try with Chikorita. Whichever one I can't beat it with is the one that I really work hard on.
So Justin's your power comeback or something?
No, it legit just went out for like a second, and I'm like, oh, that's enough to not have internet.
Yeah. Also, this Mana one-shotted Robin, which is my Pidove.
I'm not surprised.
Never liked the bangs that had that long. Dang it! Woman! Let me pass.
You shall not pass.
Are you the goblin of the bridge or something? You. Eva? Well, I want to have Pidove on my team because I've done Pokemon runs of always the beginning bird Pokemon of each game kind of thing. So I gotta do it like that. Oh, I got a raid. It's Hurry. Yeah, a raid 4 minutes ago. I didn't get the notification of that. What? My Streamlabs was bad. It's Harry.
You get raided?
Yeah, I got raided by It's Hurry. Sorry about that. If you're still watching, I really apologize. But yeah, thanks for the raid, man. Appreciate it. I did not see the notification, so I have very much apologize for that. Thanks anyway. Yeah, I got raided. Woo bad. So when does Pidove evolve? 18?
That one I am actually unsure of. I've always confused Pidove and Pidgey a lot.
Pidgey would be like 16 or 14, right? I thought it would be.
I would think. I think so. It's like maybe 18, I think, with Pidgey as well. I'm not sure.
Because Pidove is level 16 right now, so I'm assuming Pidove evolves at level 18. At least that's my assumption.
I think 18 would probably with Pidove. And then you should get, oh god, what's the next one up to?
I actually don't know the next one's name. I actually really don't know. Justin?
I'm trying to think of it.
Pidove, third evolution?
Yeah, no, not third evolution, second evolution.
Oh. Third stage, whatever. Unpheasant.
Unpheasant.
Third stage is Unpheasant. Second stage is,
Oh, Metal Claw! Yes! That's a good one!
That is not something I expected you to be excited about, but okay. I'm happy you're happy.
I mean, the thing is, I have Mud Slap, Fury Swipes, and Rapid Spin. Not all strong attacking moves is all.
Metal Claw is actually a pretty decent Steel type move because it also can help up your. It's got a nice ability that will up your attack.
Yeah, that's why it's like it's a good move early on. Not good. It may not be great later on, but right now I would say it's good.
It's a decent Steel type attack to have until you can find a better Steel type attack later.
Mm-hmm. Is there any Pokemon on this route I should get? Justin?
Yes.
Okay, I'll look for it. I've met Suwaddle, I met Cottony. How many Pokemon on this route? 4?
You're in that forest.
4.
Got it. So I met half of them for now.
Unless you count also the grass shaking ones.
Alright. Also, thanks It's Hurry for the host. Why is my Streamlabs notifications not working? I need to fix that right now really quickly.
It was Pidove, Tranquil, Unpheasant.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll put it right over here.
That male Unpheasant looks like wears a mask.
There we go. I just wanted to test those out really quickly. All right. So the gym leader had a level 20 watchdog, which, I mean, BossCoffee obliterated her own team. I mean, I was expecting to fight with Timber with low kick, but Sock just decimated everyone. Sock is such a good Pokemon. Right, Justin?
It's pretty nice.
Sock is better than Throw in your opinion, right?
Offensively, absolutely.
I mean, which would be better in most cases, Sock or Throw? I know Throw is more defensive, but Sock is more offensive.
Yes.
Oh man, it's a Pidove and Pidove action.
It's an air battle.
It's air cutter battle. Who could pizza
Oh,
cut?
bro, have fun. Yeah, have fun with that gym, by the way.
The bug type gym leader?
No.
Hold on, let me look. Are you talking about dragon type one? Drayden?
No, the flying type gym.
Oh,
How
that
did
one.
you get Dragon from Air Battle?
I mean, they technically fly.
The dragon type gym is actually not that bad.
I mean, I did beat this game all the way up to the Elite Four when I had the chance. So I didn't have a full-on difficulty with every single one. But yeah, I can definitely tell it's like it can be some difficulty here and there.
I was actually able to beat. I was able to beat mine. Actually, a lot faster than I thought I was.
What, Crown Tundra?
Not Crown Tundra. Oh gosh, darn! I gotta grab my DS game case and pull up my game.
Also, what does Drillbur evolve to?
Drillbur? Excadrill.
Yeah, when does it evolve though?
When? I forgot the level. On my Pokemon, you're playing Pokemon Black version, right?
Yep.
I have Pokemon White version.
I mean, it should be the same though, right? Same levels in that one.
Same. They're same. But
But
in my Pokemon White
Excadrill is
version,
its next evolution, which is its final evolution.
It's its next evolution. Yeah, it's its final one. I can't remember what level.
I would assume maybe like the 20s or 30s, based on like it's being this.
It's probably in the 30s.
It is a
I
pretty
would say
good one.
30. It's and then it definitely gains the steel type.
Dude, old man, let me through. If you can feel the presence of a fierce Pokemon, let me through with this patch of grass and let me fight that fierce Pokemon. I'll cut its throat.
Wow. But no, the Pokemon in those wild in that dark grass would murder you.
Nah, I'll murder them first.
That's no.
No, Justin, come on. I'm a 10-year-old kid. Come
I
on.
was laughing when your freaking P-Dub got outsped by a Timple.
10-year-old kid
Yeah.
who was shoved out the door by his mother.
Hey now. My mother didn't shove me out the door. I shoved myself out the door. Thank you very much.
Who was also abandoned by his father.
To be honest, all protags are abandoned by their fathers.
Exactly. But makes you wonder who is their father.
The professors.
I would laugh if actually their father is red.
Is that your own headcanon now?
I would actually laugh if their father is red, and then that's why you know, he traveled the world, and he knocked up all these women while traveling.
See, the problem is, Will, though, some of these games, if you go on a canon-wise timeline, so if you go with Sinnoh, for example, Sinnoh takes place the exact same time as Gold and Silver, which is not that much. Red's not that much older, other than 10 years old.
I know. I would have laughed though.
That's just like it's just weird. That's just weird.
Just imagine. I mean, look at Ash though. He's 10 years old, and look at him now though.
But
he's
that's
still supposedly 10.
But that's just anime. That's just anime.
Still.
Look, Will.
It took him how long to finally become a champion?
No, he was already a champion in the Orange Leagues.
I know the Orange Leagues, but we don't talk about the Orange Leagues.
More like people, as soon as that arc ended, the creators no longer talk about it. I love talking about.
I love the Orange Leagues. I have.
I didn't hate the Orange League, and it had some important character moments, like Charizard actually liking Ash.
Oh yeah,
and all that stuff.
Listening to him, holy.
Yeah, it's like
character development in a Pokemon series. What?
Like, I don't hate the Orange League, but it's definitely one of those, like, I kind of wish they made more references to that, is all.
So you're saying that's serious because it needs to be acknowledged more. Good.
They should have made a game based on the Orange League.
I mean, they could have. Like, this is why I say Nintendo has the resources to help Game Freak branch out more with Pokemon. They can hire new developers, a new company, or something to make a Orange League game in a sense.
Yeah.
And they pit up to get the experience. Oh my god! I didn't realize Audino was a male.
You didn't know what?
Audino was a male. I'm fighting a male with a bunch of my teammates who are females.
Yeah, Audino comes in male and female form.
Well, no, I thought this Audino was a female, that's why. And then when it did attract and Rufus...
That's the bad thing with some of the Pokemon. It's just the way they look. It makes you think that they're female. And others, it makes it look like they're male, but then you look and it's like, oh crap, it's not a male, it's a female.
That's not double slap if it just only hits like if it hits 4 times.
But also makes you wonder, if a Pokemon doesn't have a gender, and the Pokemon with the gender uses attract, does it work?
No, it doesn't. It's been proven a couple times.
It's been proven?
Yeah. Oh, Robin wants to learn Roost. Okay.
Now, which battle would be actually more annoying? A Metapod versus Metapod, or Magikarp versus Magikarp?
Metapod versus Metapod, because even if like that's just making a lot of hardening jokes, and then Magikarp with Splash Tag is always just funny, in my opinion. Also, like Pidove did not evolve because it hit level 18.
Huh? Must be higher than 18 then.
Justin is at level 20.
No, it's not 20.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, then Google. That's it.
I thought Pidove would would evolve by now, but that's not.
You're close. You're close when you said 20. You're close.
22.
You're a little high.
21. Oh man, I guess they have to be legal drinking age then.
Yeah, it's got to be legal drinking age.
All right, Pidove, we're taking you to college for about like 3 years, and then, yeah. Oh, Cottony. Oh wait, Showa.
You guys still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I was looking at something really quickly.
Discord. It's like, oh, Discord, don't you dare start that thing with me. It's like, I just fixed my Google Assistant problem. Don't you dare start Discord.
This is why I don't play Among Us publicly, because a bunch of hackers are taking away people's fun. Continy is actually pretty annoying right now.
Yeah, Continy can be, Continy can be good, but it also can be bad. It's all based on what moves you teach it.
The problem is that Cottony trying to catch it is really annoying, because it does like leech seed and it can paralyze you, and it keeps draining your health, kind of thing.
Wait, leech
So
seed's
like every
paralyzed?
grass type ever.
Oh, wait, leech seed's paralyzing you?
No, it has paralyzing and it.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. The grass types can do the paralyzing affecting with stun spore. There's also some grass types got that ability where if you actually hit them, they got that random effect where it could cause you a status effect.
Yep. Isn't Mega Drain like 10? Like Giga Drain's 5, but Mega Drain's 10 or 15.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Get into a Pokeball so I can stop fighting you.
Are you still trying? Wait, you're trying to catch Cottony right now, aren't you?
To be honest, I just want to try to catch as many Pokemon as we can so we can nickname as many Pokemon as we can before the journey ends. It's like, I'm not going to use many of these Pokemon I catch, Will, but I find it funny. That's just like what names we can come up with, okay? Alright, Justin, since you haven't named a Pokemon in this session, what would you like to name a Cottony?
Is it male or female?
Female.
Haru.
Haru?
Yeah.
H-A-R-U?
Yeah.
Haru. What's a Haru? Like, what's the reference for?
You mean one of the party members from Persona 5?
Oh, that one. That's why I keep remembering what.
Like, is there another Haru? Like, if I just Google Haru.
I don't know. I feel like I heard it differently other than Persona, but like I definitely heard. It's like, where is that from? Who is Haru?
I do not remember.
And it was just like, it's like when you said Persona, it's like, okay, that's where it's from.
Yeah, like half of the first Google image results are P5 Haru.
I mean, P5 is pretty popular, so. It would be very horrible if she was not the main Haru. Justin doesn't acknowledge it because it was so bad.
That was pretty bad, yeah.
Alright, so I guess that water gun really doesn't do much to Swaddle. I was expecting doing a little bit more. Oh. So this Swaddle knows Razor Leaf. No, Showa, no!
Yeah, and it's also the only dragon type I use in that game is Axew.
Axew! Axew!
I do not go for drawn again. I do not like the rust.
Wait, so you like using Sawaddle, right? Oh, Will?
Yeah, if I don't choose Tepig and get the Pansage, and I choose Oshawott, I will catch Sawaddle.
What do you want to name to Swaddle?
I don't know. I've never really named a grass type.
I mean, it's grass bug, technically, so.
I've never really named. I don't really do names for those Pokemon. The only Pokemon I name is my fire types, and my fire types I've always named Scorcher.
I'm gonna name it Pseudo. If I can remember how to spell Pseudo. Pseudo. That's how I'll spell Pseudo. Let me double check that before I make a mistake.
Yeah, you might want to check that before you make a mistake, because my brain's not even registering it right now.
Yeah, that's how I spell Pseudo. Pseudo is always one of those like weird words that is just like doesn't look right, but it is.
It's got that silent P.
Carmen Sandiego.
What?
She's a Pokemon Ranger with a hat that looks like Carmen Sandiego.
Oh.
I swear, one of these people are going to be named Carmen Sandiego, and it's going to be one of those weird...
My daughter's name is Carmen.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
But her last name is not San Diego. Her last name... I'm not saying her last name.
Well, you better not,
away
yeah.
my last name. I'm not giving away my last name.
Your last name is, King.
Yeah, I'm the Dragon King.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter is... Oh my daughter has become obsessed with dragons as bad as I have.
So she's following after her father, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, she's become the Dragon Princess.
So when she dies, she's gonna take all your inheritance.
She will have taken over the Dragon Kingdom.
So then she'll be the Dragon Queen.
Yes.
But will she work for Lissa? That's the question.
If she gets introduced to this group and joins this group, that's up to her.
So you're not against her working with Lissa, is all?
I'm not against it. This is all up to her.
Well, technically speaking, you are also contracted your soul to Lissa, so that means it just basically means that you're totally fine with all your family members just being part of Lissa's contract.
Everybody but Kimmy.
Whoever she is.
Kimmy is... no. That's to the... No. Kimmy would destroy Lissa's army within seconds.
So, okay, so I hire Kimmy, send her to Lissa, and then she'll destroy from the inside.
Kimmy would destroy everyone's army within seconds.
Cool. I will hire her to destroy Lissa's army in
She would destroy your army within seconds.
I don't have an army.
She would destroy you within seconds.
Not if I just talk to her briefly.
Wanna bet?
She's
also... Any new guy she meets, she is iffy on them.
What happens if I introduce myself as a girl?
It don't matter. She will know you're a guy.
I mean, if I online or whatever. It's called acting.
She's gotta meet you. She's gotta meet you face to face. If she's gonna trust you, she's gotta meet you face to face. And even then, she still will be iffy. And that's because of her father.
Oh, right. I need to change out Rufus. Rufus, my boy.
Who's Rufus?
Drobor.
Ah,
That's what Justin wanted to name Drobor.
don't you have a Lillipup?
Yeah, I did. It's in the PC, unfortunately.
Ah, the Void. Other known as the Void.
Well, I can't have more than 6 Pokemon.
I don't. Why I call it the Void is because that's it. Back then in those gens, any Pokemon that usually gets put in the PC, like then usually gets forgotten about. They get put in there and then they're forgotten about, and only the Pokemon that are kept with you are the ones that you want to have, are like your favorites. Your all-time favorites.
Makes sense.
Now they're trying to turn the PC around from being called the Void into something else.
What's the wrong thing? I mean, they could always just name it the Underworld.
Well, I mean, people do put Giratina in there, so I mean, technically, and Giratina is technically the devil.
Not really
I
a
mean,
devil.
if you think about it, because supposedly Arceus is God.
It's god of everything.
It's god of everything, and so Giratina is supposedly the devil.
Which came first, Arceus or the egg?
The egg.
So supposedly Giratina is supposedly the devil. So it's like, and because he's in it's the reverse world, right?
Yeah,
it's called.
That's the reverse world.
The reverse world, and he's the only one that can really go back and forth between those two worlds freely.
Oh,
But
Venipede.
But he was banished to the reverse world. Now, if you think about it, Hades was banished to the underworld, and Satan was banished to hell.
Finally! Yes! There we go.
I killed it.
Now,
Me too.
so Giratina is technically the devil.
So you want me to catch a Venipede?
No, I was talking about my own game, but Venipede's cool.
Okay, so it's not Venipede. So it has to be the 4th Pokemon.
Venipede.
No, Venipede is the fourth Pokemon. It's the Speed-Up is the only other one that...
Bug and Poison.
Yep, I killed it with a Psybeam. I thought it could survive a Psybeam.
No, that's RIP. That's RIP right there.
I mean, yeah.
You're that's a massive RIP. You didn't never use Psybeam on a Venipede.
Now, Venipede can handle stuff.
There's except Psybeam.
I mean, it could have handled stuff.
Except the Psybeam.
You're a Psybeam.
I'm not going to pretend to know what that means.
Me neither. I have no idea. I don't even know why I said that.
Do you even know where you were going with that?
No.
I'm trying to think. It's like, where the hell were you going with that? My brain, all I got was that dial-up tone in my head. The gun does not compute. The fuck were you going with that? Because the fuck?
It's normal.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time my brain really could not compute over not knowing where someone was going with that.
Hey, Pokemon Ranger Forest is within the forest.
Ha! Wow, what a shocker. This shows that they really were not thinking, or that whoever was putting that in just was running out of fumes that day.
No,
and just did not go back and fix it.
Well, no, it's not. It's not that. It's more that Nintendo of America loves to make puns.
That too.
So any opportunity they like to make like a joke or like this is within this area, then they will. That's basically Nintendo of America, right then and there. Oh, Moonlight. Moonlight's a healing move.
Yep.
I should get Lucky Chant away then. BossCoffee is the best. Coffee!
I can't have coffee. I can't have any form of caffeine.
I mean, you can have decaf coffee.
That's disgusting. It leaves a nasty film in my mouth.
I mean, it might be better in certain other cases, not all.
I hate having that film in my mouth.
I don't really like coffee. I don't really drink it, so it's never been one of my things.
I've tried decaf, and I've tried making it the way I had my regular coffee with some, instead of adding milk.
Yep.
But I do add some milk to it, but instead of adding creamer to it, I add hot chocolate mixed to it.
Hot chocolate has always been a great thing. I need to drink more milk. Chocolate milks.
I finished off my chocolate milk today.
I need to drink that milk I have in the refrigerator that before it fully expires.
There's only
one
type of milk.
Me! It's me!
There's only
I guess you now have to have a Venipede.
Guess I have to have a Venipede. Okay, what is this other Pokemon? If it's
I can only drink whole milk.
I'm guessing a Pedo. This is other Pokemon.
Okay, I'm poisoned. Also, why do you only drink whole milk? Is that something you can't drink with skim milk or something?
I don't know. It's just like my body's only able to tolerate whole milk for some reason.
Can you not handle timber? Okay.
We don't know. Even doctors can't figure it out. They've tried to figure it out.
You've tried like 1%, 2% fat.
I've tried all these other I've tried to do all these other milks, and my body just sits there and rejects them.
So rejection, as in you have bad diarrhea, or
no, I've upchucked it.
Oh, you upchuck it. So it's not like you're lactose intolerant.
Yeah, I'm not lactose intolerant because I would get the whole milk in. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine.
Well, then again, you are eating pizza as well with cheese.
Yeah, I'm eating the pizza with cheese, and that's the thing that's so strange. It's like I can eat pizza with the cheese, and it's perfectly fine.
Like I know you've eaten so many dairy products. Like you had like all these cheese products, and it's still like you still don't sound like you're going to the bathroom.
Oh, I do. Well, trust me, I do.
Well, I'm saying like you don't go to the bathroom and have a huge diarrhea kind of thing.
Oh no. Although it's very painful when I have a shit ton of spicy foods.
I mean, that's normal for spicy foods. Well, no matter what, no matter how many spicy foods you have.
Very painful. It's too painful, and I'm not going into details any further than that. I'd rather not.
You better not. Why is none of my Pokemon evolving? Did I pick some of the hardest to evolve Pokemon right now?
Okay, which ones are you wondering about for the evolution?
Okay, I have currently on my team Munna, and then I have Drillbur.
Okay.
I have Raggenrola.
You're a Munna?
Yeah.
Your Muna, the first one, Moonstone.
I actually don't have a Moonstone.
Yeah, your Muna evolves with the Moonstone. Who's your second?
Drillbur.
Okay,
We already
give me
know
a
that.
second. Give me a second here. I'm going to do this.
Lady, give me health. Is there... Okay. I need to know if there's any Pokemon I need to not evolve before I learn a good move or not.
So yeah,
Drillbur.
Muna evolves with the Moonstone, but yeah, Drillbur. C evolves into Excadrill at level 31.
Jesus!
But you don't want to do that.
Oh, I'm gonna have to wait for its Drillbur? Oh,
You got a long ways to go. Who's your third?
Roggenrola.
Rock'n'Roll is fine.
Okay, Roggenrola. Now, I will say this: once you get it to the next level to evolve it, after that, you're gonna have to trade.
Oh, I have to trade with people?
Yeah, once you get into Boldor, you will have to trade. To get it to Boldor, you have to trade. You have to level it. It evolves into Boldor at level 25.
25. That's still pretty a while.
Yeah, but to get it to Gigalith,
I mean, it's
You
the
have to
same as
trade.
Geodude, so I'm not surprised by Rock'n'Roll
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
so to get it to Gigalith, you have to trade it.
Also, basically a reference to Geodude's line.
So basically, all the Pokemon I have on my current team either cannot evolve or evolve such a later time.
So far,
You make it sound like every Pokemon evolves like super early. That's
I'm so
You're
used to
fourth in the
Pokemon
thing.
that evolve super early, okay?
who's your fourth?
I have on my team right now, I have Sock, which obviously doesn't evolve. And
If
then I
Sock
have
doesn't evolve,
Pidove, which we already discussed. And then I have Oshawott.
and yeah, we know when Oshawott evolves. Pretty much, Oshawott evolves supposedly at 16 or 18, whichever.
18. It's 18, but Justin told me not to evolve
Yeah.
it. So basically, Oshawott's gonna be a cute little Pokemon until the end of the near the Pokemon League.
But he's gonna be one powerful badass still, with a nice move.
That's true.
So yeah, you got a while.
Oh, hey, look, Panpour.
But yeah, Muna evolves with the Moonstone. You did not know that, did you?
Not really, but then again, I think I heard of it before, so I wasn't really too sure. It's also one of those things is that I don't have a Moonstones, so it's just one of those I couldn't even do it anyway.
Well, Muna was one of those ones that I didn't know at first. I didn't know until it was like level 20, until about level 25, that I was like going, okay, now I'm getting a little frustrated that you haven't evolved. So I looked it up and was trying to figure out why haven't you evolved yet, and then saw that I needed a Moonstone. I was like, well, luckily I got one, and I used it and evolved it.
Razor Shell. Oh my God, Oshawott. Heck yes.
Razor Shell's so good.
That's a nice water type move.
Yeah, I have Water Gun and I have now Razor Shell. Just in case if I need to have any problems. Oh, Oshawott, you're evolving? Unfortunately, I can't let you. What? No, I want to evolve.
Please don't do that voice ever again.
Oh man, I ruined Justin's imagery. I'm gonna be stuck with like a level 40 Oshawott to the end game. It's gonna be hilarious. So Oshawott
Just
evolves.
be reminiscent of Poke Park 2, don't worry.
Yeah, Oshawott evolves into Dewott and then Samurott.
Yeah, but Duott's not gonna really get any like screen time per se.
Duwat's barely gonna get also any screen time.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, Duwat, it's like once I get that final move, I let it evolve, and then Duwat just has to fight one more Pokemon, or level up one more time, and then it's just gonna immediately,
evolve into Samurai.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
When does Duwat evolve into Samurai? Like 32 or something?
32, 36.
Okay. So Water Pokemon have been one of those, like, traditionally pretty late starters to level up all the way. At least what I can tell.
The grass type's always been fast in leveling.
And they've mainly been tanky. Mainly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying they've always been tanky. It's just one of those, like, they mainly have been.
There's been some that have been instead of tanky, that have been quite speedy.
Peekaboo.
And then you got Tepig when he evolves all the way to Embor, who can take quite a lot of hits.
Yep.
Ugh, Team Plasma theme is so good.
It's a pretty good one, yeah.
I liked it when they also had when they turned into Neoplasma.
Like, you mean the next game, right?
Yeah.
I am gonna play Black 2 because I actually have a copy of it now. So I'm gonna first finish up Black and whatever extras I'm gonna do, which is probably what I did with Emerald. Fight all the way up to the Elite Four, any post-game stuff, then do any extra ones, because I know that there's the World Tournament or whatever for a little bit, and then catch the legendaries that is not exclusively event. At least if they're not roaming, at the very least. Roaming is annoying to a point where I just consider that whatever.
Yeah.
And then any other, like, final bosses potentially. They sure are taking a long time, because I am catching up to them.
Team Plasma? You're on... Oh, wait, yeah, you're in the forest and doing that part. With the... skull.
Actually, Will, you played through every single generation, right? So far.
Yeah.
So, which one would you say is your favorite enemy team based on your first time experience?
Enemy team.
And this is like, I'm not saying like overall afterwards, Will. I'm like, when you first played each generation, what team, bad guy team, was your favorite?
Bad guy team. Okay, for story-wise, bad guy team, I would have to say Plasma.
The black and white, not Neo, right?
Yeah, black and white.
Okay.
Now, for difficulty-wise, I would have to say, what's the one for Diamond and Pearl?
Galactic.
Yeah, that's that one.
Galactic was difficult?
For my first time through, yeah, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing at that time.
Weird.
I can see that.
Well, then again, me and my brother probably grinded quite a bit, which is why I don't remember much of them being difficult.
I didn't. This was the first time I didn't know what the heck I was doing, and I believe just like some new typings was for me, new Pokemon, new things. It's like this was so new to me, a little bit.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, now I'm facing a new team. I was more expecting I can't remember what I was expecting. Also, I was half expecting Team Rocket to come back.
Like they did in Gold and Silver.
Yeah.
What was your best
Team
first
Rocket
impression then of which team would be best first impression?
Best first impression?
Yeah, so like when you first
What
played
is
the,
it?
like when you first battled these enemy teams, which one gave you like the best, like gave you like sticks in your head the most kind of thing?
Plasma.
I mean, Plasma, I've heard the story a little bit, so I kind of know what they're like, but interesting.
Plasma had stuck in me and like definitely gave me a great first impression on them.
Like you knew something was bad about them, and they're doing all this stuff to help supposedly Pokemon.
Yes. While with Galactic, it was like, okay, what the hell? And it's like everything about them was kind of like always wonky here and there, and it made things a little confusing.
I mean, they also had the
Just a
bull-headed haircuts.
That too. Eoplasma was very interesting. Once they changed, it's like, okay, now you guys got it interesting.
Justin, what's a Venipede nickname?
Uh,
I mean, Will, you can think of a Venipede nickname if you can think of one too.
Stinger.
Anything from you,
That's
Justin?
not bad.
Sting?
I don't know. I kind of want to make a joke about how it evolves into a wheel bug, and I'm like, I can't.
I mean,
now.
we can name, because like what I like to do with nicknames is like I like to change the nicknames when the Pokemon evolves at the very least.
Oh.
So we have like something different.
Oh yeah, there's that name raider person.
The name raider, isn't he like early on? I think. I think.
Yeah. I can't remember where he's at, but I'm trying to remember.
I think I already met him, so I should be able to find him again.
Yeah. I know he's got to be somewhere early on. That's also another thing I liked about Sword and Shield. Like even when you got a Pokemon in trade, if you got a Pokemon through trade, you were able to name it once. You're able to rename it once.
But you cannot rename him again. That's the thing.
Yeah. So like, say you got a Pokemon that with a awful nickname.
With complete swears and everything.
Yeah, you were able to change that name. It's like, this is a Pokemon that you wanted and you needed it. It's like, and you just don't want to go through the hassle of trying to get another one.
Yep.
Without the nickname, so it's like, fine, I'm going to take you and rename you.
Why is it not getting the tack buff? Alright, there's the
I was more impressed that the Audino kept making advances and Rufus was like, no, I'm swiping left on Tinder.
Who's getting attack buff?
I wanted Rufus Drillbur to get an attack buff with Metal Claw.
Ah.
But Audino was like,
it
kept doing like Helping Hand, Attract, Refresh all the time without doing Double Slap. And I'm a female, by the way, and all I know is it's female, so Attract would not work.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's only a 10% chance it does the buff.
The attack buff
not
is
amazing.
random.
Yeah. I mean, I could still hope. Come on.
Also, yeah, first gen, that having a Charmeleon with that Metal Claw, you go against the first gen was helpful.
I mean, wait, can you get Metal Claw on Charmeleon first that early?
Fire Red Leaf Green, I think he meant.
Okay, yeah,
that's what I thought.
in Leaf Green and Fire Red, yeah.
Not in Red and Blue. Red and Blue, when you did like...
No, you did say Gen 1, so that was...
Red and Blue, there was no Metal Claw. Metal Claw was not even
that's
there.
Because like Metal wasn't a thing until later. But it's like, when you got like when you got in like... If you got picked Charmander, or like... or you picked... or you got Yellow version, beating Brock was a pain in the butt.
In Red and Blue, I mean, I believe you were able to use electric type moves on Brock.
No, you
but
couldn't.
It barely did, and you couldn't.
Nope, they would all be ineffective.
I think I'm thinking about a hack game that I was playing then.
Yeah, because like whenever you tried, because I remember like in Yellow version when I was younger, I tried using Pikachu, Thunderbolt on Onyx because, what do you know? The anime told me. They can be, as long as you do enough power, they can do damage. And it was just like, okay, I should do it. And it does not affect it, and I was so sad. And my Pikachu died so many times.
That's right, it was the Ash Gray version that I was playing. And it was based off the anime.
Yeah, it's not great.
The person who was doing the Ash Gray version hasn't even finished it.
That's one of the problems with some ROM hacks. They take forever.
I mean, no,
That's actually a useful TM.
Grass Knot is, actually.
He stopped literally right at this, right at the part with, Lugia.
So I can't get this item at all until I come back here, is what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Pretty much, he's doing the Orange Islands part, and he stopped at the part with Lugia, and it's been years since he's even picked it back up.
As I said, it's pretty much like with a lot of ROM hacks, a lot of people, and like if they don't get cease and desist from Nintendo, they just end up just dropping the ball, unless it's like they release it when it's complete kind of thing.
So I've like stopped that. It's like, nah, I'm just gonna go into these other ROM hacks and go for fake mod ones.
I should try some ROM hacks at some point.
There's
one ROM hack that I know that's not complete. I don't know if it's still being developed or not, but if there's a ROM hack with that goes by the manga, and it, like the Pokemon Adventure manga or special manga, and it just like I kind of want to play that one.
There is one ROM hack. It's not complete, but it says it's complete. And there's no Pokemon anywhere. There's no grass. You go from town to town. You can't go into any of the buildings. And you get to this one town and you can't even go any further.
So you're saying it's like it's Pokemon Coliseum in XD where there's no wild Pokemon.
No wild Pokemon. You can't even catch any Pokemon. You don't even.
Well, more so Pokemon Coliseum because XD introduced wild Pokemon.
Yeah, you don't even get any Pokemon. You don't even get to choose a starter.
So you're basically
just running around. He hasn't even done anything to. All he's done is just made a map.
I think that's the point of it. I think he says that then they're just saying like it's just a map. They don't want you to do anything else.
And I was sitting there like going, why did you say this is complete? All I did was just run around on a map. I downloaded this for nothing!
No, I think that's the point, Will, is that they make it sound like it's complete as in you're complete like a Pokemon, but it's complete as in it's like they just wanted to make something just to annoy people.
So I honestly, I removed it from my list and went like this, I'm done.
This is supposed to be like the boss of all the Plaza Grunts, because after fighting all the trainers, and he just has 2 Patrats and a Sandile.
Which are all lower level than pretty much most of the trainers, or all of the trainers on this route.
Yeah.
So that's like, okay, well, you're pretty useless.
But my Patrat is in the top.
I guess it makes sense why he was able to, like, he's busy hiding and running away rather than, you know, full on confronting everyone.
Yeah.
But my Patrat is in the top percentile of Patrats.
No, it's not as good as my Rattata. The top percentage of Rattata. I find it still funny that the developers actually made it the top percentile of Rattata.
They made a reference in that actually in the freaking game. They made a reference of that even in freaking in Gold and Silver.
We should play. Oh, it's completely unrelated, but we will not let us. We will fix it so that you will never interfere us with it again. Oh, why did you come around here? Oh, sweet. Buckman, we're getting all worked up, and here I could come.
One of my favorite features in the Pokemon games was being able to clean your badges.
Also, why is his name Berg?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I love being able to clean the badges and tapping them, and hearing the different notes in like from Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, cleaning the badges and tapping them and hearing the different notes.
But the others are a little against us now. To you, the bug Pokemon user Berg, and the normal say, know your enemies, know yourself, and you need not to feel the result of 100 battles.
Black, White, Black 2, and White 2, you clean the badges, but they don't make the different sounds. They all make the same sound.
But like they did in Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, it's all just the same sound. But you can still clean them. Still polish the badge up. It's just like, I like that you left it to where you can still polish the badges, but could you have done this thing where they all made different notes? Different note sounds? That would have been awesome.
Yeah, would have.
You know, that... Yeah, and then, of course, then we got into the Alola region where now there's no badges.
Oh, hey! I got a Moonstone! So I guess I could have evolved Mana after I completed this section.
Now you can evolve it.
I mean, is there any point to keep Mana for long, or can I just evolve it?
Musharna, like any other stone evolution, won't learn any more level up moves.
Okay, so it's good to just keep its Mana until its final move or something like that. I guess so. I could just...
Yeah.
I guess I'll just look into a little bit of what any moves left in it.
I mean, I don't think you want Psybeam to be your best move.
I don't know, Justin. No. Come on, Psybeam is like a great move.
I mean,
it can be a Venipede.
Pretty good. So I usually go until I find a good psychic move or something for my psychic type Pokemon.
Oh, it's this town! Oh man, I remember this. This is so cool.
Well, it's not really a town, but I'm glad you're excited.
Oh, I remember this. This is so cool. I need to fix the upper screen really quickly, because...
Did you just really call a city a town?
Yes.
He called a bridge a town, which is more concerning because you can't really
That's
live
even
on a bridge unless
worse!
you're a hobo. But, you know, nothing against hobos, but, you know.
That's worse!
No, it's not.
That's so much worse!
No, it's not.
I question your sanity!
Secretly, Nick just wants to live on a bridge, apparently.
He wants to be a troll.
See, the thing is, Will, you question a lot of things, and yet here you are, knowing who you're talking to and hanging out with. I'm just saying.
This is odd.
Odd to know?
No, my PS4 just blue screened on Disney Plus. Disney Plus crashed.
It sounds like your PS4 crashes a lot. I'm just saying.
No, this is the first time. This is the first time Disney Plus ever crashed on me.
I feel like I feel like your PS4 having a lot of problems. Is all.
Well, this is the first time it's ever crashed a lot. Here at my sister's, it's never crashed. And in Port Angeles, it's never crushed. I'm in a trailer. There's a lot of metals, really more metal surrounding.
I mean, that's fine. It just sounds like you are not exactly in a great. Like your PS4 is not great, is all. That's personally what I'm saying.
It's not in a great area at this time.
Hold on, I want to make sure I.
My brother's is in a worse spot. He gets the worst internet.
All right, now I can do this properly. To change a few things in order for this to work. All right, there we go. Now we can see the whole bridge.
This was odd. Supposedly we had lost power or internet at one point.
Oh, Quick Law. Ooh, that's really good.
I didn't know that we had lost it. I'm sort of like going, wait, how did we lose it when I'm back here watching?
I mean, the internet just probably blipped off for a second.
It's like I'm watching stuff.
All right, guys, let's see.
Good song.
This is why I like Pokemon Black, like when it was first revealed. It's like all these cool little details. Oh, look at those trucks.
Vehicles in a Pokemon game?
All those vehicles just zooming around, and sadly we don't get to drive in any one of them.
Yeah. Curves in the Pokemon game? God, this was never heard of.
Camera angles?
Literally camera angles. Look at this.
Look at all them angles.
Okay, so this is a good thing why I don't remember much of the Pokemon, like Pokemon Black. It's because I rushed through it, so I never got to fully experience everything properly.
Yeah. No,
but this is actually this sequence is really cool.
Not only that, if you look at yourself while you're on the bridge, it actually looks like you're floating on it while you're running.
Yeah. Also, just like it looks really pixely where you go away.
They were not paying attention when they were making that.
Oh man, that's like the.
Poor camera guy.
Poor camera guy.
So Sword and Shield still gets a lot of hate, even though this is Nintendo Game Freak's first crack at a Pokemon game.
No, it's
not the first. It's like a bit, not one of their bigger ones for the Switch.
The thing is, Will, that the problem is with Sword and Shield is because one, the development on Sword and Shield was made by a B team, not the A team, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the fact is because of the national decks, and after that, people just start picking off, and the people who hate Pokemon start picking at Pokemon more so because they use the hate of the national decks to fuel them by saying like, oh, they were using all these animations, it's such a dread, like all the models, it's like blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, but you also realize how small the team is in development time as well. What you're doing is just also making it worse for a lot of people.
It's like, oh well, there's no national decks, boo-hoo, look at freaking some of this freaking Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. There was no national deck there.
Well, the thing is that I get it why people don't like a lot of Pokemon were cut, and the way they did it is, I also agree with my brother, it's not the best way they could have done it. But then again, I am also not for with people utilizing anything they backlash and use it as a way of the place you live. Wait, what?
I've been looking at it as like if they actually added every Pokemon.
I'm more about.
That's like a shit ton of coding.
Yeah, I'm more about with game, like I hate people who go out and think they're so privileged and they think it can death threat developers on how to make a game that they make. It's like, yeah, you can disagree with things. Yeah, they make bad decisions and corporate stuff. Yeah, I agree with that. But that's still no way to go out of your way and death threat every single person on the team just because you hate this one thing.
I had somebody bitch and yell at me and freaking curse at me just because I was pre-ordering Pokemon Shield.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And it wasn't just because I was pre-ordering Shield and not Sword. It was just because I was actually pre-ordering the Pokemon game.
So
they didn't like that I was pre-ordering it.
So if I do this, can I play online, or the servers are still... I need this proper servers is all.
Pretty sure you still need servers. It's just to like register people you meet with. That's how this thing is.
It's like I ignored the person who was bitching, yelling, and cursing at me about it, and just kept it going on about my business.
But there is a minute on online DS where we can always connect and play online with people. So technically, Justin and I could play against each other if we wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So right now, again on Genshin Impact, I'm just waiting for you guys to get to 25.
I'll get there.
Once you guys get to...
I'm very behind, but I'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Once you guys get to 25, then we can all join each other in the worlds.
Oops. Dang it.
Because then your worlds will match my world's level.
Oh, got it. Registered location. Got it. All right. Well, registered. What's new on the Pokeballs? Nothing. But I do need some more Pokeballs.
I believe it's every odd number badge you get.
Odd number?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that started back in Gen 4, I want to say. Yeah.
Gonna buy a lot of Great Balls because... Oh, you only get Premier Balls with Pokeballs? Come on, really?
No, it's any of them, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't get any.
No, it's in this one. It was just with Pokeballs. They didn't do the Premier Ball thing with that one until Sword and Shield.
That's lame a little bit.
Yeah,
All
they
right.
didn't start doing that part with the Premier Ball until Sword and Shield.
All right, this is where I'm just gonna buy some random balls, and I'm still gonna buy some nest balls because I know they're meant for weaker Pokemon, but it's always nice to just buy random Pokeballs here and there.
Another thing with the Dynamax Adventure, you can catch the again. All legendaries are guaranteed catch, and so you can catch them with any type of Pokeball.
All right.
You can catch them with the weakest type of Pokeball there is. Mike's gonna catch all his with luxury balls.
Of course he is. All right, so Justin, before we end it, to switch over to Yu-Gi-Oh for a little bit.
According to Bulbapedia, it was Oras that did 10 of any type of ball for Premier Balls.
Oh, okay. Oras is still pretty later. Venipede is Adamant and Mischievous.
That's pretty nice.
Is Venipede more of a physical attacker or special attacker?
Absolutely physical.
Okay.
You physical.
What does...
He doesn't become special until, I believe, his final stage?
Which is bad then, in a sense.
His final stage is when he starts to become like a special, more like a special attacker, is when he gets like some special attacks.
But that's like kind of bad then. If he's just a physical attacker now, then I should focus more on special attack because the current is minus special attack, more attack.
I mean, no, that's when he'll start learning some special attack moves, but he learns a lot of physical attacks. He doesn't gain.
Oh, okay. Oh,
really
okay. That's what
he learns more special attack.
Okay, that's what you meant. So that makes more sense.
Yeah.
What does Mischievous do then?
It's special attack.
So that just balances out then.
It doesn't balances out. So he will learn these like
Oh no.
Special. We'll learn special attack.
Oh no, Will.
The characteristic.
Yeah, characteristic. Mischievous like does increase special attack, but Adamant Nature minuses special attack, so special attack is just normal, but attack increases. So basically, Venipede is just increase on attack then.
Yeah.
Which is nice. I'm not hating it.
But either way, it's not a bad Venipede.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Swaddle, Bashful, and Thoroughly Cunning. Bashful is one of those useless natures. Not bad. Cottony is docile and somewhat stubborn.
And that's. I was like, no, that works out for Haru.
Yeah, it is actually works out for Haru from what I know.
And you got the Prankster ability, which is the most important thing for Cottony anyway.
Really? What does Prankster do?
It makes Cottony, like, broken.
Got it. Chlorophyll, boost sunshine. And oh, Venipede's poison point. Oh, so that's why I got poisoned easily.
Yep. So anybody who uses a physical attack on you,
Which is good.
they will become poisoned.
Alright, that's a good one. I think I got a good team set of Pokemon I can work with. I'll definitely have to build them up in order to build like my good team, and I'm gonna have to require some grinding streams, which I'm gonna make little progress. But that's this one for now.
That's what I liked about those gens. You have to grind your Pokemon up just to level them.
What I might consider doing a little bit is either I grind off stream, or I can just do a quick short stream of just grinding only, no story progress. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I definitely will have to grind a few Pokemon if I'm gonna have to get up to go to start progress on these main streams. But we'll see. Anyway, let's move over to some. Yu-Gi-Oh! Get the market here.
When they made the Pokemon training too easy, kind of when they took some of the fun away from Pokemon.
Yeah. That's why... Okay, so this is actually a thing I wanted Game Freak to try to do, honestly. Maybe one of these days, they could, is that they have their... they have an option at the very beginning. It's like, you know how they did in Sword and Shield, where it's like, do you know how to catch a Pokemon? Like, do you know Pokemon? And it skips the how to catch a Pokemon tutorial. I was thinking like what they could have done is they could have given options saying like, how good are you at Pokemon? Are you like fresh? Do you know how to catch Pokemon or like whatnot? Like make it so like different levels. Are you like a newbie? Are you like in like medium or you're like an expert level? And they base off the game's difficulty / training based on how like what you say about that per se.
Okay, so like say like with like how Skyrim is, like if I put it at like this difficulty, this is how I can survive in there and how my enemy.
Yeah, kind of
almost do that for like Pokemon, but this is how these Pokemon will be and how the training will go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
I feel like that's a good way to do it for balancing, because then you have like an easy mode for like newcomers, like as you intended, because most Pokemon games nowadays are more towards the easier side. But then you got people who want a little harder challenges from when they first play Pokemon. It's like, hey, I want to have a hard Pokemon match.
I want to have some fun with this.
Yeah, it's like then it was like, okay, let's turn off experience share. And then it's like leveling up will be a little bit harder, and all the Pokemon in the wild are a little bit harder, but better IVs kind of thing, as well as the gym leader battles kind of thing with different Pokemon. And it would be just like, okay, this is actually challenging, not something like, oh, I can just go straight in without much challenge. That was kind of a thing
Oh,
I was
yeah.
thinking of, and it was like I think this would be a really good way to bring in all generations of gamers of Pokemon, so that way it's like you don't alienate people.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. And then watch. Next, Pokemon's also gonna be VR next. Just watch.
No, it's gonna be MMO first before VR. I'm gonna go get some water, so I'm gonna be right
Oh.
back. So Justin, if you want to finish up those clips, and I'll be back. I'll be right back, Will.